Welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show today. We're going to be talking about drones in Ukraine. But before we do that, it is time for a little bit of jocularity and humor. All right, let's get this going. If you don't know what makes human cloning machine, that makes two of us. Yeah. Let's see if Chuck, I guess Chuck. That's good. Sadly, the most prolific user of Facebook has died. We'll never see his lights again. I was walking down the street and I slipped on some dog poo. As I was getting up, a man came along and did the same. He got up and I said, I just did that. Then he punched me in the face. Jim didn't like that too much. Is it me or just circles just pointless? How do so many people get simple sayings wrong? Answers on Coast Guard, please. I didn't get that either. Don't forget, Lloyd Mendenhall, the grumpy vlogger, gave me this book. So, it annoys me when people use incorrect punctuation. I asked my barber what kind of cut would make me look good. A power cut wasn't the reply I was looking for. Oh, and I did get a haircut today. I was going to get my beard trimmed, and it would cost an extra $10. And so my haircut would cost $30, which is crazy. All right, one more, and we'll get this show on the road. I fell in love with a mountaineer's wife. She wasn't much to look at, but she had Pyrenees. Okay. Let's cut that out. Let's get this show on the road. You know what? We need to end on a high note. Last night I had beef stew with dumplings. I really shouldn't call her that. All right, let's get this going. Hey, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. But before I do that, let's bring in our co-hosts. We've got all the way from Liverpool, New York, which is right near Syracuse. And let's welcome the effervescent Chuck.
Ooh, I'm effervescent. Sing. Art, how are you doing? Those jokes were a little rough. It's a rough crowd, too.
Yeah, rough crowd.
I like the cloning one, though. It makes two of us. Oh, I like that. How you been?
I'm doing pretty good. It's kind of a cool, kind of rainy, sleety day. It's trying to snow, and I guess it's going to snow all day tomorrow, so we'll find out how much snow we're going to get. So
we're going to
hit 70. Pretty cold weekend, so no flying this weekend. Unless I get, I could fly my little whoop around my apartment.
You could.
Fun, so
you could. I took the Mini 2 out today. It was like 40 degrees, sunny, light winds, good day to fly. Tomorrow, it's going to be 70 here.
Oh,
I think it's
boy.
going to set a record.
Wow.
And then Monday, yeah, back down to like freezing again. So it's the March roller coaster.
Yeah, well, last week we broke one record. We hit 74, and then the next day it was 75. And Friday we were down in the 60s, and now we're going back into the cold because it's going to be cold all this week, and I think by Wednesday or Thursday we're going to be down in the teens again.
Yeah, that's where we're heading to.
It's
it's great though. The mosquitoes are all going to come out tomorrow. The wasps and hornets that survive the winter are going to come out tomorrow, and then it's going to be like, uh-oh.
holy shit.
It's going to get really cold really fast.
All right, let's bring up in our other guest. Oh, he's a little north of Chuck on the other side of Lake Ontario. Let's welcome the ever-present Jim Beauchart. Welcome, Jim.
Jimmy!
Jimmy!
Hi, fellas!
How you doing, man?
Well, a little spelly over here, but we'll be all right. Art,
He's kind of. He looks like the guy in that movie. What was it? Up.
Up. That was Ed Asner.
Yeah.
I have had that before.
Yeah, it was Ed Asner.
The late great Ed Asner. We saw him up close and personal in New York City a few years back. Me and Lori. He was in a play called Grace on Broadway, and Lori bought the tickets because Paul Rudd was in it. And Lori, like most women, is obsessed with Paul Rudd. So, and then she got to meet Paul Rudd afterwards. He came out to like sign playbills and stuff. So I was like, Mr. Rudd, Paul, could I get a picture of my wife with you? She's a huge fan. And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And he like opens the rope, brings Lori over to the other side, puts his arm around her, and Lori's just glowing. It was great.
Wow.
It was freaking great. And he signed the playbill too, which is super cool. But
wasn't he the bass player for AC/DC?
No, maybe in the movie "I Love You, Man." It was more Rush. They were Rush guys, remember?
Yeah,
They were really playing Rush. Slapping the bass, slapping the bass. Yeah, so that was a pretty good moment in time. She was walking.
So
like
let's
clouds all
welcome
weekend.
everybody in the chat. We've
Yeah,
got
a huge group.
John, Flying Flynn Media, and Drone Views Media. Alan, all the way from Scotland. And we got Scott Williams, Charles Galuski, Drone Rob. Hey, Rob. And then we got Robert Glazier and Jose Mendez Drone Up. Maddie of Maddie's Drone World, which I will be seeing at the end of the month when I go to Florida. Johnny Drone Flyer. Good to see him. Saw his little show just before mine. I guess they're giving us the scoop on what's going to be going on at the South Florida Drone Meet. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I saw Trevor Fuss. He was here. Lawrence, Novice Squads, good to see you. And
Thunderbird 6
Jared
dropped in.
Bauer, good to see you. Good. Drone anew visuals, good to see you. And
Mudball's barbecuing.
oh,
Yeah,
Mudballs
now
yeah,
somewhere.
okay.
I saw him earlier.
Yeah, I saw him earlier.
Yep. Thunderbird 6 dropped in.
Thunderbird.
Mr. Crowley. Did you mention
there
Mr.
he
Crowley?
is. That's Glenn. all the way from the land down under. Yep. Oh, and James, my PI Dream, is in the chat. He's probably scarfing down some waffles out there in the pavilion.
Simpson.
And Gene Vod's Green Mountain Droning. Good to see you, Gene. Oh boy, we got a good crowd already.
We do.
Starting.
You do.
So, the topic today. Oh, hey Jody, drone shots. Good to see. Drones in the Ukraine. The other night on Ken Heron show.
Yeah.
They showed some drones being used. Some of them, I guess, they were doing what the terrorists were doing in the Middle East, just packing them with explosives and
Nice.
doing a kamikaze attack.
Awesome.
But
I can't think of a better
mostly
use for
they're
like
just using them for surveillance, so they could see where the
that's
enemy
awesome,
is.
man. It's like just pack it full of C4 and send your Mini 2 launch.
So you're allowed to break the rules in war?
It's war.
Yeah, you're allowed to break the rules.
Them.
Yeah, take them out as many as possible.
Yep.
Bastards.
Oh, you know what they ought to do?
Is there really a $1 million price on Putin's head?
Ooh.
I heard.
Well, I know Putin's got like 400 mercenaries in Ukraine to hunt down Zelensky.
Zelensky's a good dude. Find Putin. He's not.
Yeah. Yep.
Putin's a prick.
And
he's insane. He's effing insane.
Effing
Insane.
Did you see he desecrated a Holocaust site? Yeah, at Babiarn. Yeah, that's where a bunch of people were mass execution there.
Yeah, this guy, he has no soul. That's what scares me about him.
Well,
he has no
he's
soul, and he's
KGB.
He's KGB, and he's been he's been empowered so long that it's gone. It's like in a James Bond movie gone bad. It's all in his head. He thinks he's like, I am invincible, kind of.
Oh, he makes Dr. Evil look like a prince.
I know.
I want lasers on those penguins or the shark.
I don't know what we're gonna do, people.
We're all gonna die.
Don't say that. I really don't want to.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, but vaporization isn't exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. Anyway, but they're using drones to they're getting shots of the battle.
Yeah, they got pictures of that long column of tank on the highway outside.
Incredible footage.
Yep.
What's ironic is it's mostly DJI drones, which are Chinese manufactured drones, and China's the one country that is kind of like, yeah, it's okay.
But here's the problem: China, they could shut those drones off.
I know they
wanted, but you know what's going on is those Ukrainians, they're getting a hold of no limit drones,
and getting the software switched over.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. They're getting all that stuff to put on the drones, and yep. But here's what I like to see them do: is get a bunch of drones out at night and put those little laser pointers on them, and just fuck with the Russians out there, man. Make it look like they're what the hell is going on here? Or strap some Roman candles on them, and just screw with them,
It ain't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Scott said 007 needs to go after him, and I know. I don't know if Bond could get to him.
Yeah. Have you noticed when he's at that big long table, he's like at the head of the table, and his generals are way the hell down there.
Social distancing.
He says, when Putin says we, he means me.
Yeah.
He's never. If you extinguish his, just
yeah,
it all crumbles down.
Other than socially distancing, you know why he does that? He doesn't want to have the same thing happen to Hitler that happened to him. Remember, somebody put a briefcase under the table that nearly took out Hitler.
Nice.
Yep. So that's why his generals are
he better have eyes behind his back, because there are a lot of people that don't like him.
That and whenever they take a picture, he's the only one in the shot.
Ooh, a camera. A camera set up as a weapon. Here, let me shoot you. Bang! Cheese, say cheese. Oh, you didn't say cheese. Oh, you're on the floor. Oh, yeah, how sad. Yeah, it's messy, but the use of drones over there is pretty cool, and it's the likes we've never seen before. The footage is, who's it? QC guy, Chris. He posted a picture. It was just like, he said no words, and I agreed. It was just like, holy crap. I mean, holy crap. And
but what's funny is how long Ukraine has been holding on. Putin should have had this wrapped up in 3 days. And here it is. It's over a week now.
Do you think he only wants the part of Ukraine to start? He wants to get that because that's kind of like they all speak Russian, and
well, that's his
pretext. Where does he stop?
It's just a pretext. He wants not just. He doesn't want the old Soviet Union. He wants the old Russian Empire, and that would include Finland.
I heard that. Yeah.
If you remember, before World War I, Finland was part of the Russian Empire, and so were the Baltic states.
This son of a bitch. Just why can't he be happy with what he has? He has a big, fat, stupid country with lots of resources and shit. He got rid of the Ukraine, which has freaking Chernobyl on it and crap, so you don't have to worry about that garbage anymore. What's wrong with this guy?
Ukraine is
I want it because it is mine. Mine Ukraine to have.
Is one of the largest countries in Europe, about the size of Texas. And it's the breadbasket of Europe because they grow a lot of wheat there.
It probably grows really big near Chernobyl. Really fast.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Chernobyl Farms is? Where you get the extra big turkeys and chickens and stuff at Chernobyl Farms? Maybe not.
Yep. No.
Just can't get along in the same sandbox.
No.
Well, the problem is, boys, the sandbox, this planet, isn't that big.
Yeah. Oh, and here's another thing. You know those wing drones? If somebody's smart with one of those, flies one of those with some explosives on it.
With a payload, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rather than just hover over the Russians and drop little bombs on them.
Would they get past the radar?
Well, they're small enough.
You can fly below radar with one of those, I'm pretty sure. And not that much of a profile. Would they even see them? There's no profile.
Yep. And those pulse jets, they're pretty simple to make. All you would need is some kerosene and make your own little V1 buzz bombs to launch at the Russians.
The old Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
Make it out of balsa wood, though.
Balsa wood.
How many times do you say that in a day?
Yeah.
Balsa.
Not in a while, though. The floor in my
wood,
Corvette's
that's what
made
she
of balsa
said.
wood.
Hello, Michaels, Drones and RC Hobby. Welcome to the show. Yeah.
So,
That
using
might be the way
drones for war now.
There you go.
Is this officially a war? Is it still a conflict? What is the official title of this mess?
I would say it's a war, man. Because
If another
you have an
country-
invading army, and some people are saying, well, this is no different than the Americans going into Middle East. Well, that's totally different. Those people were sending terrorists outside their country to attack us. Ukraine was not doing anything.
No,
they were.
Zelensky was just trying to be a nice
Russia.
neighbor. He was just trying to be a good neighbor, not do anything.
Like a good neighbor.
Yeah.
State Farm is there.
We call Zelensky Jake. Is that we're gonna call him Jake of State Farm?
Yeah, there you go.
What about that big old nuke plant? It has 6 reactors in it. 3 were shut down before those moron Russians decided to bomb the thing.
Yeah.
Duh.
That's
And then,
right.
did they stop talking about that now? What's going on with that place? Because they had damaged the secondary containment. Unlike Chernobyl, that has 2 containments, thank God, a primary and a secondary. Because the Russians know how to build plant that will never fail, like Chernobyl. Morons. So that's who we have running the whole show. A bunch of freaking big-headed, dick-stain Russians.
Yeah,
we cannot
tell
make
us how you
mistake.
really-
we do
really
not
feel,
make
Chuck.
mistake. We are all knowing. Okay. Okay, whatever you say, idiots. Throwing bombs at a nuclear power plant before you scram it and shut it down, you shitheads. Jesus. We're screwed.
Well,
We're all
they
screwed,
never
glued, and
heard of,
tattooed.
hey, let's pull the plug.
Oh. Blood pressure's going up. Gotta stop. Sorry. Gotta stop. This is be for tomorrow. This should be for tomorrow, not now.
Yeah,
I was
that's right. We'll be, yep.
expecting more of that tomorrow.
And
So,
I have
Jim,
I have
how's
Russian friends too, by the way.
Yeah.
So I hope I didn't piss
I
them
have a
off.
lot of Ukrainian friends here in the Denver area. And I've noticed they've been really quiet on Facebook.
Look at one Polly says, do I have an opinion? Yeah, I'm pissed off at that government. Not the Ukrainian government. I think Zelensky's a good guy. And actually every time you hear him speak, he seems pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Him getting dressed up to go into war, that was pretty impressive.
Did you see where he did that? He did that live stream like right from the streets.
Yeah.
That was badass. That was just badass. Yep. Good dude.
Swarm drone. Oh, swarm drone. Yeah.
Yeah, like Spider-Man. Remember Spider-Man when they had the attack drones?
There you go.
Where are those?
Get a bunch of 5-inch drones and
Yeah.
just to fly over the heads of the Russians and just screw with them. You know, what the hell is that?
They could be loaded up with you could have a little
they could
frickin'
be.
you could shoot shit
Spider
with
webs.
Yeah, there you go.
those. Nice.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Man.
Do, 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 do.
You're thinking of Homer Simpson. Spider
Spider
pig.
pig.
Spider
Spider
pig.
pig.
What were the words to Spider Pig? Now I can't remember. Can he swing or something?
whatever
No,
a
he
pig
can't.
does.
He's Spider Pig. Oh crap! I forgot the words now. 5-inch drones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a generic name because you know those FPV drones. They're in
Finger
different
Death Punch.
sizes, all the way
Yes.
down to 2-inch is the smallest you could go, and they go up 5 inches.
That's
is the
it.
most common.
Sorry, Art.
Yeah.
Mudball says, does whatever Spider Pig does. That's what it was. That's it. I'm sorry. It was just, it's like a squirrel moment. I can't help myself.
But have you seen some of those 9-inch drones? Holy crap!
Yeah. Ed Ricker has one.
Yep.
It's
Oh,
cool.
Ken Heron. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh,
I was watching I
you know,
was watching 1 second
earlier
song.
this week, I got an email from Frontier Airlines saying that, my flight back to Denver has been canceled.
Oh,
You got to walk?
you gotta walk,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So I
the
finally got a ticket back to Denver. I've got to fly from West Palm Beach to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to back to Denver.
Can't get there from
Yeah.
here.
Taking the scenic route.
Yep.
Nice.
But I
For
got a
super
later flight, which will work out with I think Bill Ronayne, Uncle Bill's drones. He could give me a ride to the airport. So, and by the time I get home, it'll be like midnight, and then I gotta get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work the next day.
You didn't book that day off? Come on.
Well, you know what? I probably could get that day off.
I
You
think
know
you
what? I
better.
might do that.
He's trying
Because
to.
I got some extra days I could go. I need an extra day.
And with that day off, you might want to go trim that beard then too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim will trim it for you. Take a little bit off the de-shag it a little bit. Yeah. Snip,
But,
snip.
hey,
snip,
first
snip.
you need to go to the Philippines and help out James. He's getting a little shaggy back there.
He's got to cut his
saw that.
chest hairs. They come out of his shirt all the time.
Yeah. Especially out the top, man.
Yes, they sprout out of the top. He's got
I
to
got that
He's
problem.
manscape himself.
Ooh, going to drunk. Ooh, cool, Ken. That sounds like fun.
That sounds like a high frame camera event. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. What, 10,000 frames a second?
Some crazy stuff like that. He and
Yeah.
Chris Rollins, they're the
Yeah.
high frame masters.
Yeah, that's what you do when you got an extra couple of bucks. You buy a high camera like that.
Mhm.
Maybe I should get one.
I remember when
That'd be fun.
they blew up that drone. Remember when they shot that drone that had some tannerite on it? Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Hey, Bill. We were just talking about you.
Yeah,
His
his
ears
ears
were
must have
burning.
been burning.
Right. Exactly.
Joke's on you.
So, yeah,
You owe
so
me a
I'm
beer,
flying Delta. I don't think I've ever flown Delta before. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, they love the flying at shows.
You're my friend. He's crying.
Oh, I am. I love you, James. You gotta trim this shit back. That's what I have to do too. Get rid of the hair shirt. Don't be mad. I tried to tell you on the side once, you didn't listen, so now publicly maybe you'll get it.
Mine's all gray now. I can't see as much.
So is his.
Now, I've flown on United before and American Airlines, Frontier, Southwest, Hawaiian Air when I was in Hawaii.
Hawaiian Air's they were on buses,
Yeah.
right? They
You don't want to be on that convertible.
no, the convertible option. That's
ooh,
not.
boy.
That's. I saw that video pop up again where they had they were recounting. what
Oh,
went down.
Trevor, thank you very much, sir. We got a train going. I gotta get that sound effect going.
Art, have you had peanuts from Air Canada?
No,
Do
but
they
if you
still give
hum
you
a few
peanuts?
bars.
Nice.
Yeah. I dare you to play it, Art. That's what Ken says.
Dare you to play it.
Baby Hot 2D. Ooh. It depends on what kind of receiver you got, or your controller, because some of those controllers won't work on certain receivers, because it might be a receiver that only works on FR Sky, but not a Fly Sky. But I think there's a thing in what is that software called? Oh God, I can't remember. What you plug it in, and then you could do all kinds of stuff with your drone. You could adjust the PIDs, and you could program all your switches and stuff. Beta flight. That's what I'm thinking.
Beta flight.
Yep.
What's the smallest Cinewhoop or whoop that you can fly with a digital system?
Oh, I think 3-inch is about as
3-inch?
small as you.
So
Because I know the freestyle, you could put a digital unit on.
I would really like to use those DJI FPV goggles with like a 3-incher because Lori wants to fly FPV, and I was telling her that if she had something like that, it's repairable.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ken.
he's a good guy. Did you see the 1 second song thing? That was
No, I didn't
from
get a
last
chance
show.
to
I
watch
think
it.
I was watching the last show. Hope I was. It's pretty hilarious.
I will have to watch it on the rerun. That's about when I. Sorry, Ken, but I had to cut out and get ready for bed.
Kelly was getting kind of cocky.
Have a
Kelly was
job.
getting cocky. You know, he's like, man, take it easy on this dude. He put up a good fight.
Did Kelly win again?
It's
he
unfair.
cheats though. He freaking cheats.
Yeah.
The two guys I think he cheats.
How? The guy's been in radio forever. He knows every song. How does
No, but
anybody
even
think
when
they're
this
gonna
other dude who had, like, Kelly just has 2 syllables. This guy had like 3-syllable names, so it slowed him down. So like he never get the buzzer first, even when
win? No,
it was the fix was on.
that wasn't the problem.
I was getting some of those. I was proud of myself because some of the ones that
Oh yeah, it was
I was yelling
80s
out.
hair band. I probably
Oh
would have
yeah,
gotten
there were
that.
only a couple like autograph. I knew I knew instantly because I bought that on
Turn up
the radio. Yeah, when that came out, they had a promotion in the record store. When you bought autograph, sign in please. They gave you a little like an autograph thing. It had like the paper mate, like the pencil in there. The little yellow looked like a pencil, but was mechanical. I still have that thing somewhere tucked away. It's probably worth about 49 cents. But I remember that. They handed that stuff out. And then he played Rat. Rat.
Yeah, I would have gotten that.
I saw Rat open for Motley Crue back in the day.
I think I saw
Chris,
that show. Yep.
Yeah,
I saw
they were-
Rat, Motley Crue, Van Halen.
No Canadian hair bands like Harley Quinn.
Whatever happened to Honeymoon Suite, Jim? Do you remember them?
Suite. Yeah,
I like them. I still have their stuff.
I saw them at the Cornet one night.
I got a new girl now.
Yeah.
She's a lot like
I got
you.
a new girl now.
That was,
I got a new girl now.
oh boy.
And she looks a lot like you.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I've seen AC/DC. All right, who can name all the lead singers that have played in AC/DC?
Didn't we do this last week?
Yeah, or 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
never mind.
Look,
Well, I don't remember the answers now because I don't.
Okay, who was the first lead singer?
just threw up.
It wasn't Bon Scott.
That's right. Axl Rose was in there last.
It's the one we've
Yep.
never heard of.
Yeah, that's one we never heard of.
When they
It
just
was
started.
Dave
like-
Evans.
Was it Dave Evans?
Yep. If you go on YouTube, you'll find a video where he sang the song "Can I Sit Next to You, Girl,"
Wow.
which later Bon Scott sang that song.
I remember, was it Angus Young and Bon Scott?
Yep.
My best
Malcolm
friend's
Young?
older. Yeah. My
Malcolm
best-
was his older brother. He was the rhythm guitarist. And then there was, oh God, was it Paul Rudd on the bass, or
keep
was
saying
he
Paul
the
Rudd.
drum?
He's
It
everywhere.
was
Paul Rudd.
It was
He's
a
everywhere.
Rudd that was.
Really, there's a Rudd. I just
love
remember
that.
my best friend's older brother had a copy of Back in Black when it came out. We spun that vinyl and holy
Back in
crap.
Black!
Oh my god, what a great record! You know, with the bells, the beginning of Hell's Bells. We had that shit cranked right up. I can't believe his parents didn't kick us all out of the house. It was freaking rocking, man. 3 guys.
Hell's bells.
Hell's Bells. Yeah.
How about Belgium in Belgium?
I like Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. I picked that up. I think it was like $4.99. That's how. Remember when records would be on sale and the cheapest you could find was like $4.99. That was like a steal. Unless it was a cutout, then they were cheaper than that. But that was like the heyday. 38 Special, Wild Eyed Southern Boys. One of the best covers ever.
Teacher.
The chicken or pig.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what
The pink shorts.
big hit song is in the Ukraine? We're not gonna take it! No, we're not gonna take it!
You're just twisted. You are. I know that hurts.
Is it safe?
Anymore!
Wow.
My ball.
I'm just kidding. Dwarf. Yeah, 38 Special, man. The Wild Eyed Southern Boys. That was
I've
my
seen them, but
cover.
let's see.
Pull
I
out the
did
closet.
see who else? Oh, Lynch Mob, which Lynch used to play in what was that? Dokken, I believe.
Dokken?
George Lynch.
The band Dokken?
Yep. What's that?
Wow. Yeah.
I saw a White Snake. And,
Lori loved White Snake, of course.
Van Halen. I saw Van Hagar.
Oh, I would have loved to see Van Hagar. I actually liked that version of Van
Oh,
Halen. with Sammy in
MSG.
front.
Yep. I think I've seen them as well. Yep.
Yep. How about
Scorpions.
Bad Company? You ever see Bad Company?
No.
I saw them with the newer lead singer back in '89 on my birthday. Good stuff. And you know who opened for them? Damn Yankees.
Ooh, yeah.
That was kick-ass. Ted Nugent is insane.
Yep.
They actually, at the end of the set, he's playing this riff. He lies down on the floor of the stage. He's doing this riff, and they grab him by his ankles, and they dragged him off the stage. When he's playing the guitar, they dragged him off the stage. It was great. Oh my god, that was awesome.
And I saw Cinderella.
I've seen a lot of hair bands. I was more.
Yeah, I've seen. Judas Priest. Yep.
Oh, I remember when they came to Syracuse, and I remember all the guys
Breaking the law.
There I was, completely wasted. Yeah. I didn't see any of those guys. I was seeing all the progressive rock bands. That was my thing, you know.
Where did first get together? Well, I know they were out of Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. But Angus and Malcolm and his brother George Young were originally from Scotland.
There
was
I'm thinking of from Ireland. There are a bunch of good Irish bands, other than U2, of course. Not U2.
Down south, they're called Y'all Too.
No.
Us three.
Y'all. Nice.
Slade, yep. Yeah.
No. I can't think of the name of the band. This is embarrassing.
But
I can think of the name of the movie that had the soundtrack that had the song by this band. And I was hoping it would prop my head to remember who the hell they are, because it's going to kill me when I finally think of it. Simple Minds.
Oh, Simple Minds.
Don't you forget about me. But I forgot about them.
Don't you forget
Because the guy's the lead
about
singer was
me.
Jim Kerr or something, I think, was the lead vocalist for that band. But Once Upon a
Let
Time.
me walk on by.
Wasn't it Once Upon a Time was the record that... cool band.
No.
Oh, Art, time to go back to the joke book.
Okay,
back to the
it's
joke
time. And next is 16 Candles. Okay.
Molly Ringwald.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Remember, she was Claire in Breakfast Club.
Yep.
That's a fat girl's name. I'm not fat. No, but I could really see you pushing maximum density.
How do you remember that crap, Chuck?
I don't know. That shit's stuck in my head. It's useless 80s movie stuff. It just certain quotes just stick in my head and whatever.
Way to go, my ball.
They're teaming up to hurl.
When Fish Eye starts puking, let us know, eh?
I think the cat's probably holding the dog's ears back.
Over the porcelain pony.
Yeah. Yep. Remember that from, what was it, The Family Guy?
Oh, yeah.
Where everybody had the Epicat. Who wants the last piece of pie?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
okay. I'm done. I'm done.
Jim released a video today. Did you guys all see it?
Who did?
Jim.
Oh, Jim.
No,
Ooh.
Uncle Extra Medium every second.
Oh, that's right.
Well, okay. That's when I said it was so off color. It was black and white, and you're.
I have nothing to do with what he does. He's
okay, sure. That's your alter ego.
He takes care of his business, and I try to take care of my business.
All right. Okay. Well, I watched it.
Oh, I also saw
True to
Lita
life.
Ford.
Lita Ford, no way.
Yep.
I guess.
Saw her play, and what band was she originally in?
I don't know.
The Runaways.
Oh, Sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Joan Jett was in that band, yeah.
Joan Jett. Remember when she went solo back in
Yeah.
I Love Rock and Roll?
Yeah,
Yeah, they played that one last night too. Or Thursday night.
She's coming to Toronto in August with Poison.
She was at the New York State Fair a few years ago, and Lori and I caught a bit of it. Yeah. Have I seen too many? I don't think I've seen many female bands.
Oh, Vixen, yeah.
Vixen.
There's another band.
Susanna Hoffs.
It's a reindeer. What are you talking about?
And let's see, I saw Doro. They weren't really big, but King's X. They were kind of what you would say, progressive metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's borderline something I would dig. Like I saw,
Yeah.
of course, I saw Pink Floyd once.
And I saw Pink Floyd. Yep.
Which tour did you see, Art?
I saw the one with the flying pig.
They all had the flying pig.
Well,
Spider Pig?
this was at the old Mile High Stadium. We had
Was it Momentary Lapse of Reason? Is that the tour? Momentary
It
Lapse
might
of
have
Reason with
been.
the beds on the cover?
yeah.
That's the
I
tour
think-
I saw, and it was fantastic. Fantastic. It was great. And I didn't need to bring any weed in because everybody was smoking it around me, and it's just like,
Yeah, well, I mean, just about
Yeah, I'm
every
good.
concert I've been to.
I know that's how it was.
Yep.
I never smoked, so it's like I go to a concert, my parents like, what's wrong with our son when he comes home? What's wrong with him? Yeah, Pink Floyd, U2, Bad Company.
Oh, I saw REO Speedwagon, Cheap Trick.
I saw REO and Styx together once as a double bill. That was pretty cool.
Right in the storm, man.
Yeah, that was cool. That was late. That was 2001. Dennis DeYoung was already pissed off and had left the band, so that was like the more.
He was probably in Damn Yankees by then.
Tommy Shaw was in Damn Yankees.
Oh, that was
Yeah. Now he's a good dude. His solo work was pretty cool. Remember, Tommy Shaw came out with a solo record, "Girls with Guns," about the same time that. Tommy Shaw came out with "Girls with Guns," which was okay. Dennis DeYoung released "Desert Moon" or some just wussy ass, mushy, crappy thing that. Train to Desert Moon, whatever. I bought that crap too. I have it somewhere.
Do you guys remember White Lion?
Yeah,
No.
I remember them.
Wait.
I don't have any of their stuff.
Wait.
Yep. Wait.
Oh,
Wine.
God.
Wine.
Ah. And the other one was there was another crappy band. Oh, the final countdown.
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun-dun-dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that was Europe.
I'm trying to think all the Canadian bands that I used to listen to that I can't think of now. Because like Saga. Jim, you must know Saga. They're from your neck of the woods.
Yep.
I'm just
But I think there is probably Sega.
Triumph? What about Triumph?
Triumph, yeah.
Yep.
Haven't seen Triumph, but I did see Accept.
Who?
Accept.
Accept.
Yeah. They had that little short dude. He was like 5'0" nothing.
Do you remember Midnight Oil? Beds Are Burning?
Yeah.
Those dudes were in the elevator with us.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. Well, it was right like before the concert, and I recognized the guy, and I was too scared to talk to him. But it's like he's like 9 feet tall, you know, and I'm like 5 foot something. So I'm like, hey.
Well, I remember I was at my favorite heavy metal bar, and this is when I was just started doing comedy, and I was still kind of starstruck when I see somebody famous.
Yeah,
and right next to me at the bar was John Bon Jovi. I'm like,
oh
that
shit,
would be pretty cool.
I would have been starstruck. You know who would have been completely starstruck?
Lori.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi is her all-time most favorite band, but John Bon Jovi, yeah, she melts. She just melts.
She ever
and
called
at
you
that
John?
same club,
No, and that's what's really
several
good.
years
Actually,
later,
I've got one up on Bon Jovi, man. He never got the banger.
Yeah.
I met Angus Young.
Edward
That's cool.
Bear, yes. Now we're talking, Gary. Copper Penny, Edward Bear.
Yeah, that's cool, Mike.
I like him. I ride in my limo now. That
I know which one you're thinking of. Robbie Robertson, yeah. I remember. What about David and David? You remember David and David?
His
Welcome
other
to
brother.
the Boomtown. That
Oh.
they ended up the
Right.
way they got some airtime was their song was used on Miami Vice. So remember, a lot of the bands would make like Miami Vice, like Voices.
Oh, and Jeff Beck was one of his songs was on Miami Vice.
A lot of good stuff was on Miami Vice and Jeff Beck for sure.
And who could forget Glass Tiger?
Canadian.
Oh, God, I had forgotten about Glass Tiger.
So it's nostalgic rock night here at
Supertramp.
ArtCo Drone
Thank
Solutions.
you. I love Supertramp. Breakfast in America.
Martha with her muffins.
Martha with her muffins.
Ooh.
Martha and the muffins. Look at these bands coming out of the frickin' woodwork.
Oh, and now they're all they're still touring. You know, like Def Leppard. They're still touring.
Def Leppard. I saw them. I saw them on
You
the
remember
Hysteria
the
tour.
video "Pour Some Sugar on Me"?
Yeah, from Hysteria.
I was at that concert.
The one used for the video you were at?
Yep.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was at the old McNichols Arena.
Their drummer. He's lucky that he could use the electronic stuff to still drum because, man, he
And
was
now he's all right.
It's a bad one. Oh, my God. Well, he flipped his Corvette like, what, 14 times or something in England? He had a C4 Corvette, and he was hammered. He lost control doing, like,
Oh,
Fly High Michelle.
oh, was that Slaughter?
It got me swinging. I can't beat
Slaughter.
a radio guy with songs. There's no way. No way.
Fly High Michelle. I'll have to gargle that.
Jeff Beck, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Gordon
Oh yeah,
Lightfoot.
I saw
Directed
Stevie
the
Ray
Edmund
Vaughan
Fitzgerald.
just before his helicopter crash.
Wow.
Oh, that was enough is enough. Fly high, Michelle.
Oh, I just saw a video on YouTube pop up with Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo in it. Neil Giraldo, her guitarist, then become later husband. Wow, they look old. They look old now, but they are. But
Yeah.
I used to have a poster
they're
of
in
Pat
their late
Benatar.
60s now.
Yeah, well, I used to have Pat Benatar on my wall in this black spandexy shit, and I think she weighed about 90 pounds sopping wet. That's a nice poster. I like that one.
Spandex sopping wet. Yeah, thanks, Chuck. You know.
No, I meant she probably weighed 90 pounds sopping
I know.
wet.
What
The other part would have been okay too. Yeah, for sure.
Just saying those words in the same paragraph.
It's I
And
didn't
who
say
could
penetration
forget
though.
Samantha Fox?
Yeah, well, she's a lesbian now.
Samantha Fox. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she was fat.
Oh, have you? Oh,
Who
Jeff
was,
Healy.
Oh,
was
till
another one.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Till
yeah.
Tuesday. Amy Mann. She was cute.
I saw Jeff Healy.
Yep, I saw Jeff Healy. Yep. Sadly, he's no longer with us. Died of cancer. What movie was he in?
Roadhouse.
Yep.
Wow.
Ding, 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 ding. I don't know the music,
Yeah.
but
Wow, it seems like an unlucky movie to be in because
Swayze didn't do too well
yeah,
either.
Swayze didn't do
Yeah.
too well either. That's terrible, man. He was like, I know he smoked a lot and stuff, but still.
Yeah. Wasn't he in Red Dawn?
Oh man.
I think he was.
Yes, as a young kid.
Wow. You said Red Dawn. You took me back to like 21 Jump Street.
And what's
I don't
his
know why
name?
that connection happened.
Charlie
Sheen.
Sheen, yeah.
I was gonna
He
say
was in that. Yep. And who was that gal that was in Dirty Dancing? She was in that movie.
Jennifer Beals.
no.
Yes.
Not
No.
Jennifer Beals. Jennifer though, Gray.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Grey, yeah. Before
She
she
was
got
in,
her nose fixed.
She was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off too.
Yeah, she was. Yep.
His sister.
Bueller.
This
Bueller.
is a great movie. That is the movie that if you are going to vlog on YouTube, be Ferris.
Yep.
Because he does the best. We talked about this before. He does the best fourth person ever, and he's my role
right.
model.
Hey, Scott Nadeau.
He's my role model. Jennifer Grey, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with her brother Earl. There's my Star Trek reference.
Good one.
That's right.
Good one. Good one. What's this? I'm trying to read this long comment from Mike.
Yeah.
Got to
Oh,
leave Little
okay,
Mayor
I'll
Donnie
bring it up.
Dokken losing his mind because I was recording his out-of-tune voice. Should I love. Oh my God! Look at this comment.
Oh, Bachman Turner Overdrive.
BTO.
Saw them too. Yep.
Yeah, that's always better than BO. BOC, Blue Oyster Cult.
No, I didn't get it.
You didn't get into those guys.
No, didn't see them or
I didn't get to
Rush.
see him. I know. Oh, I was cursed not to see Rush. There were so many times I came so close. I told you that story where I had tickets. We had tickets to go. Go ahead, Art. This is a sad story.
I saw Sammy Hagar before
That's
he
cool.
joined Van Halen.
The Red Rocker solo.
Red Rock. I can't drive. 55.
It's when you drive that slow, it's hard to steer, and I can't get my
Yeah.
car out of second gear.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the video with the judge. He had like the little guillotine thing.
Yep. Oh man.
Yeah, I
Boy,
never got to
those-
see Rush
those are-
live. I know they were fantastic, and I had at least 5 or 6 opportunities. Yeah, James. Yeah. I think.
Jefferson Airplane. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, I saw Night Ranger. I saw Night Ranger with Starship. That was a double bill.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
we built
Oh, who
this.
can
We built
forget
this city.
Aerosmith.
Ooh, Aerosmith.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
Steven
saw
Tyler's
them.
hanging out. Tyler's hanging out on Maui now, along with Mick Fleetwood. Those two dudes hang out all the time. Probably smoke weed.
Hey,
and chill.
Michael. Fly Zone Drones. One of the Totos.
Hey, Mr. Michael. How you doing, brother?
Good to see you.
He had Barry on the show on Friday night. I fell asleep. Not
Yep.
I don't mean that.
Saw
I mean,
some most of
that
that.
sounds
Yep.
horrible, but I had to go to sleep. I was super tired. I was up all night Thursday night. Anyway, how was it? Was it a good show?
Night.
Was it a good
Sleep
show?
all day.
Was it a good show? Of course, it was a good show. Best live show, Rush.
And what was the band that Paul Gilbert was in?
Paul Gilbert.
Yeah. Oh God, he was really good guitarist. Let's see, Paul Gilbert. He was in. Oh, I think he was in. Was he in Doctor? I think he was
I don't know.
Gilbert.
I don't know. Oh, what do I have here?
All right, Mr. Big. Yes.
Mr. Big.
He was a member of Racer X before that.
Oh my God, I still have. Wow.
Warren Akira Show.
This thing's all dusty. Look at this. It's all dusty.
Yep. And Chris Sunrise Water Media. Welcome to the show.
Still like yep. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm having a flashback moment. You guys go ahead. Work without.
All right. Well, in a couple minutes, we're going to be starting the toffee thing. So the keyword is #candy.
All right, cool. Oh, I think this is it. Is this it? Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
It's
What
the
is
Genesis
that?
stage. It pops up in the program.
Oh, okay, cool.
Look at all the dust. Look at that. It's snowing in here. And it's been an enclosed thing.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Sorry, guys.
I
gonna take
opened for a comedian named Genesis.
I think I need to dust my collection. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Wow, it's
There
really
we
bad here.
go. We already got a couple people. Come on, folks, start putting in #candy, and we'll have the drawing after the top of the hour here.
Top of the hour.
Top of the
Hashtag candy.
And we'll do it right this time. You spelled it wrong, Warren. It's got to have a Y in it. There
Was that
you go,
just
Mike.
part of the original show. That could be dust from the Buffalo Auditorium from
Oh, there you go.
2007.
Hi,
Yes.
my name's Candy. I spell it with an I,
God,
and I
it's still-
dot it
it's
with
still-
a
Yeah.
It's still snowing in here.
Better get Lori in the chat so she can put candy in.
I need one of those air
I
cleaners.
want candy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who is that?
Oh.
Oh crap, I know the band too. I know the band too.
Hey, Nikki. Who was
She had
that?
the black electrical tape on her. No, that was Sex Pistols. That was Sex Pistols.
Oh, you're thinking Wendy.
Wendy O.
Williams. Yeah.
Wendy O. Williams, yeah. Yeah, it was. Remember she
Can
had the black
you
electrical
hear
tape
me?
instead of like pasties? She had like X's of black electrical tape on her
Yeah.
yeah.
On her
Things.
Neeples.
things.
Rubber
thing,
nipples.
Thing.
On her things.
On her yes. Those.
Tatas?
Tatas. The girls. Yeah.
You spelled it wrong. John, you already won one, so.
On the puppies.
candy is like a
Bow Wow Wow.
wow, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, so let's do the share screen. Let's see if I could giveaway tool. Oh right. Oh wait. You know what? I'm gonna change that to candy. I was gonna do toffee. Just okay. Let's give it another minute, and then we'll spin it. Yeah, this ought to be fun. Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and start collecting.
Spin.
And there are 14 entries. Let's draw.
Why did that happen?
Hey, Gary! Brant Ariels is the winner. Congratulations, Gary.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right. Congratulations, Gary. Gary, send me your address and I'll get that out to you.
Just send it to me, Art. I'll drop it off.
I gotta check one thing out. I'll be right back. Pardon me for a moment.
Alrighty, I'll bump you out. All right, Jim, it's just hold on.
He's off to see if Laurie has changed into the evening wear.
Okay.
So you never did ask any concerts that I went to, Art. You guys were going back and forth.
Jim. So
you don't. Yeah, well, Olivia Newton-John.
Ooh.
Yeah,
we call her Olivia Neutron Bomb.
Yeah, I did see you too.
Okay.
In Toronto, the Joshua Tree tour. Yeah, I didn't get out much.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Evidently, it's too cold out there.
I wasn't into music.
You have 2 seasons, summer and winter.
Yeah. No. 10 months of winter and 2 months of hard skating.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Ed, love my drones. Okay. Good to see you, Ed.
Andy.
Yep. Oh, and everybody, please make sure you're subscribed to all these kind folks in the chat. We got some great channels out there. YouTube is doing another purge of channels, and I've noticed a precipitous drop in my subscriber count. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and to Jim's channel, 2 channels. Jim Beauchart and Uncle Extra Medium, and all these other lovely channels in the chat.
And Kovaction for his vlogs.
Yes. Oh, and he had a really good video that came out today.
In Scotland.
And saw that. I think that was probably his best one so far. Yeah. And thank you, Leonard, JSK Enterprise. And in about 10 more seconds, you'll hear the cash register.
Got to warm up.
Yeah. For some reason, there you go.
Yay.
And hey, Arizona Street Media, welcome. Good to have you, sir. So, if you just joined us, the hot topic is, well, Ukraine. If you saw the flag behind me, a lot of stuff going on there, and some drone-related stuff going on there, which is, sorry, I'm bringing in Chucky. Chuck, you need one of those striped shirts with the overall, and dye your hair red.
You want to be my friend to the end?
Get
I
everything
think you ought
wrapped
to
up.
do the. You know what?
My
You ought to
garage
do
door
that for
opened on a-
Halloween, and then Lori could be bride of Chucky.
Yeah, she already is. My garage door opened on its own.
No.
It's those
Yeah.
dust bunnies landed on your little remote.
No, it's all home automation. So there's a
Oh
ghost
yeah,
in the
you
machine.
got the smart.
Ain't very
smart
smart,
control.
is it?
No, it isn't.
Alexa, open up the garage.
He's got the headphones on, so the Alexa can't hear.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Safe.
right, Gary.
Somebody else's.
Now, as for James, though, you don't know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yep. Alexa isn't in this room. The door's closed, but she can't open the garage door because she can't open locks unless you set everything up in, your Amazon Alexa app to do that.
There you
Not
go.
they don't just let that happen.
What are you drinking tonight, Chuck?
Water.
Yuck.
Ah,
Yeah, just water.
Yuck.
See?
cool.
Nothing exciting. I should have refilled while I was out of the room, damn it.
Ha ha.
Well, I remember when I go get the toffee to give away. One of the gals there at the store, her name is Alexa. So I always give her, Alexa, pay my bill.
Yeah.
How does she respond to that? She get her checkbook out?
She just,
You ever ask her what she's wearing? She's like, I don't have clothes or something. They don't make clothes for me, I think is what she says. Akira Show says poltergeist. Well, actually what I discovered was I built the garage door opener. Like I added shit on the garage door opener to work with the home automation. So it has a mercury switch on a door sensor so it knows when it's open and when it's closed. And then there's a relay that's wired right into the garage door opener. Anyway, the little mercury switch was tipped too far down, so when the door closed, it thought it was still open. And it kind of confused it, I guess. So it's fixed for the next 4 minutes.
Next 4 minutes.
We'll have to work on that later.
so we're waiting for James to pop in, and he'll talk us
Done
all the
eating, or
way
is
for
he-
another hour and a half.
Is he done eating or is he doing the dishes?
He's-
Probably doing dishes. This house is haunted, Robert. I think my mother-in-law's in here somewhere. She rattles. Seriously, and she was a good woman, so it's not a bad presence in the house if she's around. It's actually a good thing.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, she's a good woman. But I think she's around on and off. Let's just figure. She turns lights on and off, all kinds of weird stuff. Mercury is poltergeist blood.
Chuck, do you have a deep freeze?
What do you mean a deep freeze?
Just like where you
Ever in the freezer?
A
What?
freezer where you put all your meat and everything like that.
In like my mother-in-law?
Yeah, no. They come in two sizes, small and mother-in-law.
Oh. Okay. Seriously, my mother-in-law was a good person and a really damn good baker. And she used to piss me off because she'd come in the kitchen when Lori and I were preparing dinner. We had them over with her and a bunch of people over as guests, and she'd be behind me and like, Agnes, get out of here. See, I'm working. I feel bad now about that, but anyway, yeah.
Wow.
It's,
Agnes, I haven't heard that in a while.
that name's back. Agnes came back.
Yeah.
It's a cool name.
One of the conservative talk show hosts here in Denver, they just got an English bulldog puppy,
Yeah.
and they named her Agnes.
See?
because his wife, she's from Australia, and she wanted to give it a name of a mature English woman name.
Okay, yeah. Like I think
When I
yeah,
think
can
of
see that.
Bewitched.
Bewitched. Tabitha.
Yep.
Agnes Moorehead.
Agnes Moorehead.
Moorhead, huh?
Did somebody say head?
Moorehead. Moorhead?
I believe it's spelled that way, yeah.
My sister's significant other of like 40 years. They never got married. His name is Richard Moorhead. So his parents didn't like him too much.
Oh, like Dick?
He goes by Dick Moorhead.
Oh, boy. Well,
Sounds like a porn star, doesn't it? You know,
yeah.
penetration
About his sister
with Dick
Sharon.
Moorhead.
Always
the timing was perfect.
Why the timing? I was going to say, always.
I had no idea.
When I heard Art say Moorhead, eggs Moorhead, I'm like, oh, why did you
This guy
do
over
this?
here.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it wasn't Cox.
Hey, good morning, guys. Everybody in the chat. How's
Magadano
Maga. That's fun. No, I've been following you guys this morning. We just
I know I got in trouble with a comment earlier made about your manly chest hairs busting out
Oh
of your
man,
shirt.
come on. That's manly stuff.
I know it's manly stuff, but I kept in that 4K camera. It showed up clear as can be. You know, I mean, it's like
I got to tell you, it's been because we've been doing this for 5 years. We've been doing it for 5 years, and when I edit, because I edit on a little tiny laptop, right, a little 13-inch Mac that I have right here, and I never noticed that until I put it up on sometimes to do some,
Lori and I watch your shit on the big screen.
On the big screen, I'm like, holy crap!
You see your nose hairs and everything.
You can hear my nose. Yeah. Well, I was gonna bring it up
Me
anyway.
too.
I wanted to be the first one to bring that up.
Oh, me too. It's like get the nose hairs blowing in the breeze and shit. It's like bad. 4K is bad news. You really gotta prepare.
It is bad news.
We gotta prepare if we're gonna do this stuff, James. We gotta be like manscaping stuff.
Well,
like James has a scissor, or Jim has a scissors. Yeah, exactly. I got the little one. I got the one that's like the round thing. You put them like you squeeze the little blades on.
Yeah, but when it doesn't cut it and it rips it out, holy Jesus, my eyes water.
I used to
good
tweeze
thing
it.
nobody tunes in this channel to watch drone stuff because there's sure as crap is no drone stuff going on
nothing
this show.
beats tweezing your nose hairs. It's the
it's
you accomplished something.
It's really revealing. And again, there's some issues with editing on such a small profile per format, like on a small laptop. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've done this and I published a video and I go back and I look at it later on and I'm looking and I say, oh man, there's hot pot in the back crapping or pissing on something in the backyard. I like,
licking somewhere.
Oh, that's famous all the time. Hopone is doing his little manly thing back there.
Nice fertilizing behind you. That's really helpful.
But you know what? It's reality TV, and that's what we claim. I don't go too deep into the editing, as is probably obvious, so you could see. So anyway, yeah, everything becomes revealed on 4K and on a big screen TV.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you go over to Ken Heron show and Kelly Green's on, you can see Scooby on the bed licking himself.
He's hanging out most of the time. Yep.
He's having a bath.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
It's all natural, all natural.
So James, sorry to hear about your GoPro 8.
Oh yeah, it's. I think it's pretty much toast. I don't think I'm going to be using it. Well, you saw my last 2 videos, and they were separate. Yep. They were filmed totally separate. And I tried doing troubleshooting, and it just overheats like crazy so quickly on its own right now. There's something wrong. There's something wrong inside.
Do you turn down the rear screen? Turn that down turn it off, and that'll.
I gotta have a better idea.
Most of the heating problem.
I have a better idea.
I gotta see what's going on now. I have to have a.
Get a new one. What? Throw that piece of crap out.
Well, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And
I know you do.
I kind of took the lead from Art, and now every now and then I'm making little comments about super thanks if somebody wants to help. although you see all the stuff that I've done, I'm not a rich man. I'm especially yesterday when I did my taxes, and I had I had to do my taxes, and I had to do my house taxes for our home in the U.S. And it's becoming a major liability for me because when you say you have an asset is no good as far as owning money until you sell that item. So in the meantime, I'm spending all this money on taxes and insurance on something, and I'm not seeing anything in return for any of this like that. So I am certainly not a rich person. So I've been putting out these little feelers because I don't have the money to get the GoPro. The GoPro 10 I think is the latest one.
What about the Action 2? Why not get an Action 2?
Even
GoPro.
I got to
Since you
tell
can't
you,
use the stuff anyway. You can't use the stuff.
I don't want to
with
seem
GoPro,
I
with
don't,
the
I don't
new
want to
GoPro.
seem hypocritical. I don't want to seem hypocritical because GoPro.
I'm just asking.
I've had lots of problems with GoPros. Lots of problems with
So go
GoPros.
to DJI.
But I've had lots of successes with GoPro, and the successes outweigh everything on the issues of that. And if it means that every couple of years I have to get a new model to replace the ones that, because you saw it. Remember I did the comparison, the 5, 6, 7, and the 8, or 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. I put them side by side, and you saw how trashed my earlier ones were. The ones that fell in concrete while we were mixing
It's
concrete
an Action
here.
cam. They take a beating.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was out, and it got all the rubber from thousands and thousands of clicks on it to do individual clips during the, oh my God, maybe 400 episodes of the Villa Feliz build and stuff like that. It's no rubber. There's no weatherproofing or anything on there anymore.
Nice,
Yeah, and it got shorted out so many times from the rain going into the night. So, but all in all, I've gone through 5, 6, 7, 8, four GoPros in 5 years of doing the vlog here. So, and it paid for itself. The revenue that comes in, the monetization ended up because that's what it does. That's where our money goes back to pay for new equipment, replace old equipment that's bad, and occasionally to be able to splurge a little bit and like get the DJI Air 2S, that helped get that, But right now I'm like, tax time just killed me this time. Tax time, and both the House and the federal and the state taxes all at one time. And I'm like, Ness, I got nothing in the bank. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So, well, maybe people will give you some donations. So hopefully I can get some super thanks. And I already got some. I got a few. So I'll just keep saving it, and then one day I'll be like you guys. I'll get the latest and greatest GoPro out there.
I'm not making one penny off of YouTube.
Whatever.
YouTube is the most expensive hobby I've ever discovered. The money goes one way.
It is. It
Out.
is.
Out.
It really is. It really is. Because you look at all the things that like your microphone.
Yeah, the microphone.
Your microphone.
The speed editor thing, and
your boom, your little toys that go along to try
cameras and drones and more drones and
backdrops.
Actually the backdrop, I'm not using it now, but I have like the green screen that I don't use now. And then my studio lights just showed up. They're over to my right. I have studio lights that I have to start using.
But it's a money pit. It's a money pit. It really is.
But
it's fun. It's a hobby. It's a hobby and it's fun. Yeah.
So you got whoops, Steven, come out. Oh, come out. See, we have studio lights, see? Not ready yet, but studio lights.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I have what is it? Crap, what is the name of it?
Serious.
Yeah, what's the name of the lighting thing that I have?
You can really see the dust bunnies floating
Oh,
around.
the Elgato. The Elgato.
Elgato, yeah.
Elgato.
Yep. Elgato Stream Deck. Yep.
Yeah. Domo arigato.
No more arigato.
Roboto. Domo
arigato. Domo.
I was saving up for the Stream Deck. I was saving up for that, but now I got to put that. What little bit I saved for that, I got to put over for the GoPro. I really, because remember the GoPro 8 for me replaced the GoPro 7, which the GoPro 7 I had so many issues with it, which is why I bought the 8 because I had so many problems with it overheating. So remember, it's pretty hot.
I'm sensing a trend, James.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it is the heat.
Well, the 6 was a piece of crap, then the 7 was a piece of crap, then I got the 8, and it was a piece of crap.
The 6 was good.
Get an Action 2. Try an Action 2, man.
The 6 was good, but they made so many improvements on the video stabilization and the quality of the video and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I just
Tim, you
felt
don't know how
like
to edit
go-
with a $6,000 computer? Come on, man.
No, man, this is a 13-inch Mac.
No,
MacBook
Tim
Pro.
Jackson. He's talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, Tim Jackson.
Dude,
He's
you can
another
he can edit.
lad from down under.
He can edit.
Uh,
Tim, what you using? Are you using DaVinci or are you using Premiere Pro or what are you using?
iMac.
What's your pick? Oh, that'd be
Abacus.
Final Cut Pro would be iMac
Yeah.
or Mac.
I'm old school. I'm still doing things on iMovie.
Really?
I'm
Stuff looks pretty
all
good
on
for
it.
iMovie.
But I have the Final Cut Pro. I purchased the Final Cut Pro. I
You
have
were
it,
saying that you don't like to use
and I'm
it.
going to go to that full time once I slow down and can focus, and go with that learning curve and go back to that, because I used it for a short period of time doing music videos back in the U.S. and it took me, but I like it. I like it, but it's the learning curve. Right? There's no learning curve on iMovie. Yeah, it's or Movie Maker for you Windows people. There's no
Right.
really.
Yeah.
It's like
Tim
boom,
Jackson.
boom, boom. You got to go. Yeah.
Tim Jackson says he needs to learn how to fly first, but
Oh, I heard you talking earlier about them changing your plane tickets or something like that. They changed.
Yeah, Frontier canceled my flight back home from Florida to Denver, so I had to scramble to find a flight because my friends down there in Florida, they have these things called job, yeah, and getting a ride back to the airport. I had two choices. I could go to West Palm Beach Airport, which is closer, or go all the way down to Fort Lauderdale, which is almost down to Miami. And
that's good way down there, yeah.
so
about an hour and a half back up.
I did something different. I went on Expedia and got a Delta flight.
That's what I have. We have Expedia, and we booked 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. This is because of the pandemic, the problems with the flights going back and forth, restrictions, quarantines, cancellations, lockdowns. 2 years we've been trying to get a flight. Oh, look at that sweet babe. You know who that is?
Yeah, that's Ness.
My Asawako. Look at there.
Little leopard skin.
That's when we were touring. When we were touring in South Korea, all over South Korea with the USO and the MWR. And this one actually, I don't think was either USO or MWR. I think we were playing for like a friendship, U.S. Korean Friendship Festival. I believe for this one right here. Yeah, but that's I didn't know if you caught the video, the video I did after the house built video across the street, and I showed some of the pictures from the good old days when we were doing touring all over Korea. So,
nice.
She still got it, huh? She still got it.
Oh,
slap at the bass.
Slap at the bass, man.
So Uncle Bill, he wanted to know about my flight back. Yes, I got a flight back that leaves at 6:45 p.m. on Tuesday. So that'll probably work with Bill. He's going to be picking me up, and so hopefully he'll be able to drive me back to the airport. So I get back home at about my plane lands like at 11:30. So, and I know my sister won't be able to pick me up because, well, she's 71 years old and her night vision is crap, so she's not going to be driving that late. So I may have to Uber it back home, and that'll probably be close to $100 now with the price of gas gone up.
Well, the reason I brought it up when I heard you talking about it, I booked tickets, or I think Ness booked the tickets back in the summer of 2019, and these are the spring or summer of 2019, and these were for a flight a year into the future is what these were for. It was actually a round ticket because we bought these things, and then we usually go back to the U.S. once a year to see my dad and see my sisters. And so that was it. Ran into the time period when the pandemic started. So at the very beginning, everything got locked down here. The airlines basically kind of shut. Everything was crazier. So we've been trying to get back for 2 years. So the tickets that I still have right now are still from like April of 2019, and it's a return flight. It's a return flight from a flight going from the U.S. to here. But what I
That would
noticed
be
is
the sixth bill, which I believe it is a Wednesday. Yeah.
so what I noticed what the airlines do, or at least, and we have Delta.
Yeah.
So you're just talking about Delta. This is through all their partners. You know, you got Korean Airline, and they have whatever their Star Alliance or whatever their type of a collaboration they have inside there. But what I've noticed on every reschedule, because this is the fourth time it's been rescheduled, every reschedule, when you start getting about 2 months out, between 2 months and the time of the flight, it's like weekly. The connections are changed, the times are changed, because when you and then when they change your flights, sometimes all those nice seats that you book way in advance so you can get a nice seat inside they're gone.
Changed.
They're gone. You're sitting Miss Daisy in the back of the
Yep.
bus, you know. So it's kind of like that inside there. And no, I don't mean to be offensive or anything like that. I'm just trying to make a
Know what you
make a
mean.
parallel.
Know what you mean.
You
It's
kind
just
you kind of get screwed, you know. And that's
Yeah,
and
that
I just
happened.
got noticed. I just had to reply this morning again. Go back and look at all the things. Try to get seats again over and over again. It's and I expect it to happen again until our flight. So
Lori and I had that happen on the way back from Scotland. We were flying business class both ways, and business class on the way there we had our pods side by side and everything. And then on the way back, because our flight got scrubbed, we had to fly into Boston instead of Philly. We ended up being like nose to tail, kind of. Couldn't even, you know. So Lori had some random dude next to her, and I had some random dude next to me. But
yeah. Well,
I just
well,
drank the
they
whole time, so it didn't matter.
well, sometimes I think those Delta ticket agents have been drinking, because sometimes I got the flight where I land in an airport, and my connecting flight was the day before. That's how they put it on
Oh,
my
Jesus.
itinerary.
I
Yeah, it was
have
the
never
day
had
before,
that
and they
happen.
didn't and they didn't even catch it inside there. So it was
Well,
it would be impossible. It was
I
crazy.
I think I told you guys this when it was like it was the day that my truck got T-boned. I got flipped over on my roof. Earlier in that day, Lori asked for the flight information for our trip to Scotland and back, and I pull it up, and I discovered that we were flying Syracuse, Philly. We were supposed to go Syracuse, Philly, Philly to Edinburgh, like in Scotland, and instead it said Syracuse, Philly, Philly, London, Heathrow, no Scotland.
Uh-huh.
So I call him up. I'm like, hey, we're supposed to be. You guys sent some email. I found an email that was sent like in June, and I never saw the thing because I just ignore them because it's always like the updates and stuff, and I don't worry about them. This one said there was actually a flight change, like a destination change,
And you have to confirm. They want you to do like a confirmation.
and I never confirmed it. So they just did. So I call them up, and I'm like, wait a second, why are we going to Heathrow? And she's like, oh, well, we stopped service to Edinburgh. I said, do you realize that's 8 hours drive? Do you know that? No. Well, it is. So you have to get us to Edinburgh from Heathrow or something. I said, you have to get us to Edinburgh. So she's like, we go through this whole bullshit dance on the phone with the whatever, the person, the representative. She's like, oh, well, can you change your schedule? No, I can't. Why? You have to get us there. Figure it out. And then like she's like, well, you can go through Syracuse, Chicago, like Chicago's halfway, like you're doing, Art, halfway around the globe to get to like to Scotland. I said,
Yeah, the
whoa,
scenic
time. I was like, whoa, time out. I'm like, you have us landing in Heathrow at like 9 a.m. on Sunday, right? She's like, yes. I said, is there a flight that we can connect from Heathrow to Edinburgh that'll get us there sometime Sunday? Oh yeah, there's like an 11:30. Fine, book it. Okay. Then coming back, you have us coming from Heathrow to Philly to Syracuse. Is there a flight in the morning from Edinburgh that will get us to Heathrow in time to make the connection from Heathrow to go back home? Let me look. Yeah, there is. It has like a 4 Sign us up. Fixed.
Yeah.
I had to do a freaking job for her.
You missed your calling, Chuck, man.
Jesus. It's like, come on, man. It's like logistics. She's trying to send us to freaking Chicago by way of Saskatchewan and down to the Aurora Borealis, like Frosty the Snowman, to get over there.
What's wrong
with
Saskatchewan?
Yeah, what's wrong with the
nothing? I've been there. Nothing. It's nice.
Isn't that where Bigfoot lives?
What's wrong with the Saskatchewan?
It was like, seriously though. I mean, like, so I was not. By the way, I wasn't like that on the phone. I was actually really nice to her because you have to be nice to him, because if you're not nice, you're not going to get anywhere. So I mean, it's actually I was sweet as could be.
I bet you were just like that on the phone.
No, I wasn't actually. I was really nice. I really was super pleasant because I wanted to get. I need to get what you want. You have to be super buttery, sweet, nice.
I don't think the people in the chat know the real Chuck. The real Chuck comes out after the show is done, and we and the four of us get together, and the four or whoever is
the horns
inside,
come up,
and oh my God, it's
horns
like,
come up.
It's like Jekyll and Hyde.
I am.
James, here's what you do. When you fly back to the States, get yourself some nice candy and give that to the stewardess while you're getting on the plane. You might get a surprise later. She'll say, Mr. Tanner, would you like to have a seat up in the business class?
I couldn't do that. We were already there.
And leave your wife back in coach? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, like Seinfeld. Remember the episode with Seinfeld where he went up the first class and left?
Oh yeah. I remember that episode.
That was great. Yeah. Don't make me go back there.
Oh, Chuck, congratulations.
On what?
You made it to Jim Beauchart's board up there at the end of his last video.
Yeah,
I just watched your last Beauchart report. The weekly
outro.
Yeah, I got you. And you are at the end. I think in this meeting under the he did a clip with you. You maybe got like a 5-second or 3-second, but you made it. You made it big. You're on Jim's show. I'm still waiting. To get on Jim's show. I'm gonna be. Wow! I made it to Jim's show. I'm really someone.
Well, see, I'll be able to take
Jim asked
that
me
out
if
right
he could
now.
use it. Yeah, he asked me. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's great. Yeah, I love it.
You made it when you get on Jim's show. You know you
yeah,
you are someone in this.
I'm somebody. We rolled out the new video today, and it's not super long, but it's pretty.
Yeah,
tight.
it was just
pretty
it was
tight.
Not like the half-hour video on this guy.
Well, he's doing some pretty detailed DIY stuff. So yeah, I get.
Oh
that,
yeah,
but...
I had to make a big decision on that episode because I had a lot of content, and I get people asking for two different things. Well, many different things, and I was like, "Can I fit it all?" Because I tried. 20 minutes is usually now. 20 minutes is my number. But I got to tell you, I got to tell you because anytime you do advisory type stuff, anything that has to do with retirement, cost of living. How to do this if you plan on building and if you ever use the word price, how much does it cost? Put that word cost. That right there, it sucks. It's like a vacuum, and it sucks people's eyeballs to the attention of that thumbnail, and they're there, and you'll see. And what surprised me, I was worried about doing a 30+ minute video, but I went and I looked under my views, and I'm above on the chart. I'm way above the amount of views that I would normally get for content like that. So obviously there's something. So what they did, the people who really want to know about what does it really cost in the Philippines, what does it cost to build a house in the Philippines, because it changed. In 5 years, it's totally different from my video that I did on how much does it cost 5 years ago.
I remember that. Yeah,
I've been watching the prices of building materials here go. It's insane, and
everything is expensive.
It used to be, and about every year for 2017, 2018, going to 2019, there was a small change per year for going up. Now
Right.
A year ago, it was going up monthly. It's going up weekly now. I'm watching the weekly prices of what it costs for rebar, what it costs for cement, what it costs for deployment.
Cement, like the
Cement,
cement
the old
pond.
cement pond.
Cement pound, yeah. But anyway, I thought it was time.
Jethro.
I have so many people asking.
Jed,
Granny.
Jed.
So anyway, there was
Tell you
two
about a
things.
story about a man named Jed.
Squirrel.
Sorry.
So anyway, people are asking. They want updates on some of the vegetation, what's growing inside of it, because I hadn't done that in a while because I've been focusing on the build across the street. But also, people have been asking lots of questions about visas over here, how much does it cost to build, all these specific questions, and it's over and over and over again. So I said, can I get all of this into one video so I can be caught up on that one, so people can see the channel is not just about building. It's not just about advising people who are wanting to immigrate to another country, and it's not just about growing plants in your backyard, stuff like that. So I was hoping I would be able to catch
backyard, James.
all kind of plants in my backyard. If you had watched the video, you would see what's growing in the backyard.
God, he's got about 100 different kinds of citrus fruit.
No, I can't. I got mango. I can't do that with mango. So. Anyway, so
He's got 10 different kinds of mango and
Dragon fruit,
dragon fruit,
bananas,
yeah,
and
So it actually
calamansi.
So it actually
Yeah.
worked. If
Kinda jealous.
when
It's
you
pretty
go when you go to analytics, you see how long people before their attention span dropped off.
yes,
Well, I
yep.
figured it would drop up, but that one video, they were there. People were hanging out through the entire video.
I can't get
Oh, what the heck
I-
was that
I
that was
can't
on your
get-
screen?
I can't get people to stick through our stuff. This video today is it's 6 minutes long and it's really tight, and I can't get people to stick.
I haven't seen it yet. I didn't get the notification. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, see, and that's the other thing. Thanks, YouTube, for sharing my notifications so well,
Yeah.
you bastards. I mean, I know what your
Oh!
problem is.
While we're talking about YouTube,
What the hell?
well, we do, because one of the things you did. Well, I don't know if have you gotten your W4 or 1099? What do they call it? 1099 MISC. That's what you get from Google for your YouTube
Well, I'm not getting any YouTube money yet, so
revenue
Yeah.
that you receive.
yeah, I'm
so-
not there yet.
Yeah, so I've been trying. I want YouTube or Google. It's Google LLC.
Google, right? Yeah.
I want Google to take the money out of my whatever check that they
Up
cut to
front?
me. Right up front. I want them to take.
Why can't you do withholdings? Because it's
But I can't-
income.
Yeah, it's not allowed. And they had a notice that came out
It's
like
like-
summer of last year that said, we have a new policy. You have to read this information, and they're supposed to be taking a flat 24 or 25%, right? And they're going to be withholding that for you. And I'm like, cool, great. I want them to do that. That's fine, because I don't want any surprises. Which I get a surprise every year when it comes tax time. They're like, they didn't take any taxes out, and I didn't. And I
Painful.
didn't save.
That's
I
like
didn't
if you
save
collected
the
unemployment
extra
for a
money for
while
that.
when you're if you weren't working, you were collecting unemployment, and you didn't have withholdings taken, you're responsible for the whole nut too later on. Because you get to pay taxes on unemployment insurance. That's a nice time.
But the complication is, and it's not that I make that much on YouTube, but it has to do with some of my other pensions that are coming in.
Yeah.
I'm not pulling enough with withholding for federal. I didn't do it. I'm playing every year. I'm adjusting the number
hard.
to try to get
It's
it
hard
right.
get that
And what
dialed in.
happens is not only since Google doesn't take out any withholdings, when you tax time comes, then you get penalized by the IRS for underpaying, and you got to pay a penalty for not enough payment during the year because
Yeah.
they
How dare
kinda
you
like-
not give us enough money to make interest off of
Yeah.
during the year?
yeah
Jerks.
it's the IRS it's so crazy. You know what's so cool about the Philippines? I got to tell you, I'm loving the Philippines more and more every day over here. You know, when and they consider being a senior citizens in the Philippines 60 years old, right? 60, that's the magic age. You know, in the US, when we turn 65, and if we have private insurance, we have to go over to Medicare. It's a requirement. You have
Yep.
to go over to Medicare. And then if you get Medicare Part B, it costs an insane amount compared to what I'm paying for my old insurance plan that I have for my health insurance. I got a really great insurance plan in the U.S. and it's based upon my military, my 20 years of military, and it's just the insurance is really good. But I kind of have to give up some things unless I want to keep them, but I have to. The only way to keep my good insurance is I got to have Medicare Part B, which is 3 times the cost of the insurance that I have as a military retiree. And then my insurance, I'm getting older when things I need to worry about more getting older, yet my insurance liability is 3 times higher now than it was before. And I can't use it over here in the Philippines. I can't use Medicare inside the Philippines,
Yep.
right? I can't use
sucks.
it. So it's crazy. So in comparison, the government over here, when you turn 60, you become a senior citizen. Before you're a senior citizen, the main medical insurance that they have over here is called PhilHealth. It's very affordable. It's equivalent to
All appropriate.
it's about $300 a year. It's about $300 a year for me and Ness. We have it. We have PhilHealth over
Oh,
here.
wow.
My wife is a former Filipino, and under her Balikbayan status, we and a retiree, a permanent resident here, we can have PhilHealth, and we do have PhilHealth, and we've used it 3 times. We've used it being in the hospital over here, and it actually, as much as people say, you'll hear people talking on YouTube. Well, it's really, you don't get really that much. That's baloney. That's baloney.
There's a baloney.
On when and you have to put it in perspective. You have to put it in perspective over here. The price is you have to pay everything above whatever their costs will cover. But when you consider that a procedure over here might cost $500, where it would cost $15,000 in the U.S.,
Yeah.
the amount that you have to share for the cost inside there, it's insignificant compared to it. When people are saying it doesn't cover much, well, it's apples and oranges the way that they're comparing inside here. You really can't, unless you tell the whole story like what I did just now. So it's a good deal. It's a good deal. So
Welcome to ArtCo Philippine Health Show.
well, anyway,
Adventure.
I don't know why I went off in this full tangent into this other direction and everything like that. It just happens. But the main thing I was trying to say was Google really needs to get their stuff together with your ability to change with holdings. It's like what's also confusing, and I did lots of research. When you go inside and you do your federal taxes, and you get income you have different types of income that you get: investment interest income, regular income, miscellaneous income. There's all these different things you can have, and the government, for whatever reason, some bright person somewhere thought that this was a great idea. That MISC is called something different. It's like 1099 NEC or something like that. They changed it. It's doing the same thing, but now you have 2 different forms, and you have to make a decision. Now, what am I getting from Google? What am I receiving? Is this a royalty or is this a business that I have? And you try to go and you look at the references, even on Google or YouTube. When you go to people who are trying to explain this, and if you go, what do I use? The income that I make from YouTube, is this characterized as business, which I think you have to do like a schedule.
Howdy, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Schedule C, or royalties, which is a Schedule E. It's 2 different schedules you have to fill out, but it's not really clear. But Google themselves, they sent you out. Everybody that's monetized on Google, sometime last year, I believe it was, they got an email that came to them, to your registered email.
Hey, Andrew.
And it said, you know, when they tell you about the policy, we did a policy change, and it's whether you have a credit card or anything like that, they tell you the policies and all that they have in the little. It's like 10 pages of really fine print type stuff inside there. Well, Google, via your YouTube content creator channel, it says that they are considered, what your payments from Google LLC is considered royalties. You know that?
Hey, Jim.
But
what are you doing?
Trying to wake him up. He's like,
Okay. I'm not going to share the wisdom. I'm done.
Welcome to
No,
ArtCo
Jim.
Tax Preparedness
James,
Show.
I was wondering kind of what you were talking about with YouTube not withholding anything, Google not withholding anything when they cut you a check. These guys that are like let's like Casey Neistat, guys like that their
Oh,
livelihood is YouTube.
hmm
How do they deal with that? Because how do they
Oh,
withhold?
yeah. Then they'd have to figure out, okay, X amount goes to
I want this problem. I don't have
healthcare,
it yet.
and
Well, they obviously have an accountant and they keep that
Yeah.
stuff
I
aside.
would think,
or they have
something, 'cause-
TurboTax.
But like
Like me.
James was pointing out, if you don't withhold anything, then you get in trouble with the IRS. So somehow you have to make arrangements
for
to
underpayment
have.
during the year.
Yeah. So if YouTube is your income because somehow, some way you are YouTube's superstar, then
Yes,
Someday.
that's right,
I know.
Trevor.
Someday maybe Lori and I will get there. I don't know. We're trying. We're trying. But anyway, so like, I just don't know how they deal with it because like that's I didn't realize that was a problem. I thought
Here's
you could
my
withhold.
disclaimer now. We are not professional tax advisors. Please,
There's one in the other
use
room.
it
I can bring her
with-
in. I have an accountant in the house. I'm gonna ask her.
In the house.
I'm gonna ask her in the house later and say,
the
Lori,
house.
I have a question for you. When we become YouTube superstars and this is our primary income, how do we handle this fact that we have learned from James that they don't withhold anything up front?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to now. I have to be fair. There's a thing. I went to AdSense because AdSense is where you set up all your account and everything that you have with Google
Yeah.
for Google Payments. And there you have an opportunity when you go into AdSense to change your tax information. And I'm like, okay, let me click on that button. I did this yesterday. I clicked on the button, but it was
ArtCo drone CPAs.
Yeah, there you go.
for me to do this. I'm an old guy, and I it's just when they start talking all this legal jargon and stuff like that. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. Sometimes some of that stuff goes over my head, and it took me a while to get AdSense to work, where I was able to get the check mark on there. It says, "Oh, you're registered with us now, and if you ever make any money, you reach this threshold that you will get some money." I'm like, "Yay! I finally got." But it took me a while to get that. Now I went yesterday because I said, "How can I check? I want to know how I can do it." Well, it shows you places that you go inside on Google and on YouTube. So I found a place where you can actually change your tax information. It says edit or it says edit, and you go in there or add. So when you go in there to add new tax information, because I wanted to add something that says exactly what my last one is, I really want to modify. I don't want to add or delete. But when I clicked on that button, it says when you add your new tax information, it's going to delete your old tax information. And I'm like, oh my God, I could see me going in there. It took me so long to get this to work. Then I go in right now and I delete that one, and this one doesn't work. And then I'm like, I'm screwed. What am I going to do? So I'm just letting.
Hello, Charles Hatmaker. Welcome to the show.
The flying CPAs.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Well,
what
you
the
have
time-
to
he made funny
you have to pass the exam in order to be a CPA, which is what Lori has told me is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Many have attempted in her office and
I
take it more than once.
Yeah, I took accounting. It was one of the college courses, and that was
Yeah.
like one of the classes I
I
hated.
took it in high school.
I hated it.
Economics. I was. Not a big fan
I
of
thought
economics.
this is not bad. I'll be an accountant in college. And I took freshman year accounting. I go, I hate
No,
accounting.
you hate it?
Yeah, God
I
bless those
changed
people who
my-
do that. We have to have people to do that, but to me, that was the most boring class that I could not imagine all day long staring at spreadsheets all day long. It's like, I would go crazy. And then the accountant is accountable.
Yep. And if you have dyslexia, boy, your balances are not going to come out.
Man, you're on top today, man. You're in the zone, Art.
He's in the zone, baby.
Yeah.
Once he puts the book down, when Art just does art, it's hilarious.
Yeah,
Don't lean on that book, man. You don't need that stinking. You don't need that stinking book.
Put that book down.
Yeah, put that book down.
Well,
Crap.
A couple weeks ago, I had some pretty good, funny one-liners out there. This week, I just happened to hit some really clinkers in
The
there.
crowd was getting pissed. All those screams and groans. Whoa. But that makes two of us one. The cloning one was good though.
Yes.
Oh, so I don't know. I'm sure Art did. I don't know, Chuck or Jim. Did you see the last video for the Canadian home build that I did across the street about day before yesterday? I think.
I started to watch it, then I got interrupted, then I watched more of it.
Did you use the drone footage and the steel? That is, I got to tell you, that is the most comprehensive, highest quality, highest caliber implementation of steel rebar in any slab I've seen in all of the builds that I monitor around here. And actually,
trouble flying near it? Do you have any trouble flying near steel like that? Because sometimes it kind of wonks up the compass on the.
No,
drone.
it's the trees. It's all the trees around the house that I have the biggest problem with over there.
Well, steel.
Because of my obstacle avoidance isn't avoiding too well.
Ferric material screws with the compass. That's
it does. It does, and I will tell you,
rebar and stuff will screw it up.
It does. I cannot launch.
Definitely.
On the back of our house, we have the lanai upstairs on the second floor by a bedroom. The corner column post.
Because there's all kinds of reinforced concrete.
That's a perfect launching place.
But it's not because it's reinforced concrete.
But every time it says you have to, your compass isn't working, and that's it. I get the compass. The compass error. It says you cannot take off from here. You cannot take off from here. It's
we rented this house in Hawaii a bunch of times, and I had one year we had the Mavic Pro with us. The next year we had the Mavic 2 Pro. Both drones. If I tried to take off from the driveway, I calibrate the compass. I set it on the driveway, and there's definitely rebar in the driveway because it couldn't take off. They'd have to move it to the lawn or hand launch it, because otherwise it would just go bonkers.
Well, speaking of the steel, what I wanted to get, what impressed me so much, and I've watched a lot. I know building houses. When I came to the Philippines in 2000, I know all wood. My dad was a housing contractor, and I worked with him on several jobs, so I'm very familiar with wood construction. But I learned a lot about concrete and commercial type building, what we would do in the U.S. with commercial with concrete. But everything is done. 80% of the houses over here are built with concrete.
Yeah, so anything
in
tension's going to have rebar in it, because concrete's great in compression, but in tension it's like worthless.
But if for the folks inside, I don't know how many of the people in the comment section here actually watch the channel, but if they have an opportunity and you really want to see,
check out James' channel.
Yeah, if you want to see some
stuff.
Really professional building in the Philippines, look at this build that's across the street right here. Let me tell you, I know the spacing requirements that they do for slabs. I know the depth of concrete that they would normally do inside here, what they normally do, what they should do. But the contractor across the street from us double layered up everything. He has when they do slabs over here, I've never seen anybody double layer in a standard residential.
So what's he do about reinforcement for the lower section?
He had double, and what he did, he went from a 10 millimeter rebar to 12, doubled up 12 millimeter rebar, and the spacing is normally on 30 centimeter centers between each row of rebar. He went 20 centimeters. It's incredible.
Is there a law of diminishing returns on doing something like that? I mean, do you get to the point where?
Well, it is in the Philippines.
You know what I mean?
We have earthquakes.
Yeah, I know. But concrete, as you know, it's like concrete. If it's
5 typhoons a
Might
year.
be I dreamed, Scott.
Yeah, concrete.
You wanted to know the
like,
name of your
you put
channel.
the rebar in the bottom because when you load it up.
James, if you're in the YouTube chat, just hover over James's name. There's 3 dots on the side. Click on that, and you could go to that channel, and you get subbed right there. That's something I learned new on this.
Thank you, Art. Thank you for the plug. But Chuck, there, we don't have enough time in today's show to really talk about
No,
the dynamic because it's actually there's engineering books.
I know. I scratched the surface and strength some materials. We scratched the surface on concrete.
So when you're talking about this right here, you're talking about compression,
bending moments. Bending moments.
You're talking about compression, and you have two terms that are the main things. Tension and compression when you're doing concrete. Where you put rebar,
and it costs a lot of
there's tensions where you put the rebar.
The thicknesses of the rebar, and depending on whether you're dealing with compression or tension, above or below where they are by column, it depends on, like, if you have to do splices inside there, where you do the splices so that you have the strong. I like I said, I learned a lot. I've learned a lot since I've been over here. But the guy across the street, he's doing it by the book and some. If anything, if any con that I can say about everything, he's over engineering. But it's one person made a comment on my channel in the comment section, and they said that's not a house he's building. They're building a fortress over there. Which, you know what? If I had a choice for somebody to call my house a house or a fortress, I certainly would want to go on the safe side on the fortress, especially around the volcano that we're 21 kilometers away from here, the tremors that we receive from it. And we're not on the fault line, which thank God that's not around here, but there's many fault lines all around the Philippines. So
you'll be racing next door when the storm comes.
They'll be racing what?
You'll be racing next door when the storm comes. Take cover at his place.
One thing that I did, I also worked. That's why I was here every single day during the build. Every single day I was here before the builder and the workers came, and I left at the end of the day after they were all gone. I had my hands literally and feet in every bit of the project. I'm stepping in. I helped doing mixing. I helped doing to try to get make sure we didn't have honeycombing inside there. We didn't have the vibrator tamper.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we didn't have that, but we manually did that with rebar inside there. So we were. But
are we running a little late? This Jimbo shirt.
What?
You're looking at your watch like.
No,
I just shared James' channel in the chat.
It keeps going off.
I didn't put the pretty one in there, James. I put the launch code version, but it works.
Okay. And it's also it's really easy because if you go YouTube.
Charles, you're a moderator. And
I know you put the C /
You're all a moderator
Kovacs dronography works.
We're all moderators.
We're all wrenched.
Am I a moderator? Do I have power?
You are.
Yeah, you are.
Wrenched.
You're blue.
What can I do?
You can throw people out. You can
time Chuck out.
No, I can't do it. Can I really?
Yeah,
you know what? I haven't seen any.
Can I throw you
no
out?
trolls tonight so far.
I think go in there and go to James and go, I don't like him anymore. I don't block him.
No, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. I'll be lonely here all by myself. Don't do that.
With great
power,
do
I, Mudball. I wear compression socks. Yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility for all us wrenched people.
Adrian must have started his show.
Why do we start to taper off?
It's starting to taper a little bit.
Yeah.
What does he have that we don't have?
Well, he's got Maddie's Drone World as his co-host.
Dancing girls?
And he's got every DJI drone in the world other than the Inspire.
Oh, Chuck, he's got a drone show where they talk about drones.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, but we do taxes, we do home builds, we do DIY, and hey, Dre, Recovery One Drone, welcome to the show.
We can talk about drones. See, here's a drone.
There you go.
My little Mini 2 that I flew today. Over water the entire time.
Here's a drone controller that someday I'll put into a frame.
Oh crap! I don't have any drones.
This little dude flew over water for like 20 minutes, and I had birds and all kinds of horrible stuff, and there was a dude walking his dog that came over and started asking me questions when I'm trying to get footage, and that was fun.
Hop on.
We talked after I got done flying, though.
Don't wake me up.
That was fun.
Don't wake me up.
I think I helped the guy pick out a Mini 2 or a Mini SE tonight
Hey,
or this
awesome.
afternoon. He's gonna buy a drone, which is cool.
My next drone.
The Mini
I
3
think-
is
Man,
on the way.
Chuck, your
Starting the
dust
rumor.
bunnies are making me sneeze.
Oh, I saw that, man. That
See
was
it
funny,
snow?
Chuck. You know what? I know you didn't plan that, did you? That was.
I
You open
opened,
that up
Genesis,
and I'll-
I opened the Genesis book and it just
there was probably some remnants of the concert that you went to for Genesis
It's like
inside that.
probably weed dust and stuff in there. Like ashes from. It was. Yeah, I'm afraid. I put it back in the thing. I'm afraid now, James. There's like. I gotta
You need to
vacuum
take-
that thing.
You need to take that bad boy outside and get the blower and blow.
Oh, I
that
have
thing.
one of those. Yeah, I have
I've
one of those.
never seen so much. It was like poof.
It looked like it was snowing in here.
Yeah.
It was like
It's
it was like a
crazy.
bomb. It was like a
my
bomb that
God.
went up when you opened that thing up.
It was
It was worse than Whitney Houston's kitchen.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, boom, boom.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Hey, I watched an interesting video a couple of days ago on
Pray
how
tell,
to build up your channel, and a couple things that I found out. If you want to get more exposure for your channel, get on
Take your
Pinterest
clothes off.
and get on. No, that would be fans only for you, James. Reddit
gonna
is another one. I am on Reddit, but I need to start putting, and
I gotta tell you,
WordPress
Reddit-
is another one.
Reddit, I hate Reddit. I get on there because always when you Google anything, it's like usually you'll see something from Quorum, and I think it's called Quorum and Reddit, and I get disappointed because it's only when you pop up there, it'll be one block where there's a couple comments that kind of has a keyword from something you put in the search, and then there's all other topics underneath it that have nothing to do with what you were looking for at the beginning. So Reddit, I get very little value out of
Well,
that.
subscribe to Nick Nimmin. He's the guy that he's kind of the YouTube guru out there on how to grow your channel and stuff.
A quick, you see what Mudball said. But you know what?
There is
Art,
no easy way.
Art, you do, because you dabble in real estate, right? You're like an agent. You sell houses, right?
No,
Don't you? Oh, I thought you
no,
said
I
you
was interested in getting a lot or buying a cheapy
I
house
thought you
out in
said-
Tennessee.
I thought you had a part-time job on the side where you were like you would sell houses. You're an agent. You're
No.
not. So you're not.
I would like to. Oh, you're thinking of my my drone business where I do real estate photography.
Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, people not so much of the drone looking on the outside of the house. People really like looking at insides of houses.
Mhm.
Some of our number one most viewed month after month after month has to do when we preview somebody's house that wants to show what their house is. They want to sell it or something like that. And especially since it's in the Philippines, everybody wants to see, oh, what does a house look like inside the Philippines? They're quite surprised it's how a lot of them are so Western type of houses over here. But that's some of the biggest one. And I don't know if I asked Ness, I said, why do people like looking inside other people's house? She said, well, it's like a voyeurism kind of a thing, is what she said.
Kind of, yeah. People want to get inside you. That's they want to see.
If you could take your drone on the outside and also do what looks like on the inside, that might be another direction.
Some people do that. Like the Mavic Mini is really good if you put prop guards on.
Well, I'm
you
not saying fly the damn drone inside the house. I'm talking about use the drone for all the outside for the
Oh,
property.
that's what I
and
do.
then go and go inside with your GoPro or whatever camera, and go inside and show people what it looks like.
Well,
Just like
if you go over to Original Dobo, Ken Dono, he does
Oh
real
God,
estate.
he does. He does it first class.
He's
That
got a
guy
gimbal
is-
for his
Mhm.
DSLR camera, and he walks through the house
Yeah.
and he'll video it,
He has a
or
Steadicam,
he'll take
basically.
photos.
Thank you, Andrew. But anyway, but those are they're very successful channels. People that do, and a lot of them are they're sponsored by real estate agencies and stuff like that. They have people going down to do that. Because I was watching, there's a big one. There's a really big one, and they only focus on like $5 million houses and above. And you see a lot of properties in Florida,
Big
Southern
money.
California.
Yep.
Yeah, it's big money, and they get millions of views.
Yep.
They get millions of views on those channels.
Mhm.
And the nice thing about it, they get to keep all of their revenue that comes in. Well, except for the 25% or whatever that goes to Uncle Sam, you know. But the thing is, and it's a very simple. They just go. The house is there. They didn't build the house. They got nothing invested except for their time and their camera and their drone. And they go, and they're making tons of money.
Andrew wants to know if you're a realtor. Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
no. But I did stay at the Holiday Inn Express once. So.
Does that count? I didn't realize that counted.
I haven't got a call back yet. I had the radio station in January called me up, and they had an opening for like the next day. They wanted me to go on their show. The one that I did a Facebook. It was a Facebook live streaming at the radio station, and they wanted to come and do the interview me live on the regular 95.8, 98.5, whatever it is in Leap side. But I think they just had a spot. They needed to fill it really quick, and I'm like, I can't wear Manila that day. Wear Manila, and then I haven't got a call back yet on that. So hopefully that will come up again in the future. That'll be fun.
Cool.
Nice.
Alrighty then. So what's the weather like in the Philippines there?
It is awesome. I got to tell you, it's like we've been having these really cold nights up until about.
Yeah, tell us what cold is.
Yeah, define cold.
Define cold.
About 75. I think it was about 75.
36 here right now, and that's considered.
And it was like, we're under the down comforter upstairs with when it's down to about 75. That's really cold for us. But the last couple of days, as a matter of fact, I was supposed to go in the pool yesterday. I had to do some major cleaning. They burn sugarcane right on the other side of the perimeter wall. There's a huge sugarcane plantation. And like about 3 times a year, over about 3 days, they burn. And what happened? They burn. All the ash goes up inside, and then it goes with the wind, and then it drops.
And it ends up in my Genesis
and what
book
they do,
and comes out in my office.
And I think what they do, they know the exact location of the fields to our property right here, and they do. Yeah,
not today's the day.
Let's go over to James' house.
Yep.
And yesterday,
go towards Tanner's place. Yeah, get him.
You could not see the floor of the swimming pool. It was all covered with ash. And
that sucks.
So I had to get out there. I had to wait for it to finish first. So I had to blow our roof, our lanais. This pavilion inside here was covered in black ash all over the place. The pool was and we had guests. I don't know if you know it, but we get so many people that are subscribers to the channel that are visiting the Philippines. Usually it's a foreigner that's married to a Filipina over here. And they, believe it or not, when they set up their touring of the Philippines, it's like, okay, we're going to fly into Manila. We're going to go to Baguio. Then from Baguio, we're going to go to Bulacan down in Visayas. And then we're going to, on the way back to the Manila to take our flight out, we're going to stop by Villa Feliz. And I get these, I swear, this is so true. Every week, Every single week I get emails. Is it okay if we stop by your house and I'm like, sure, I'm sure, it's no problem. So I can't remember the last weekend here, either Saturday or Sunday, or both Saturday and Sunday, we didn't have drop-bys from the vlog of people coming by here. And you know, when people drop by, it's just not, oh, we're going to see you for 10 or 15 minutes, say hi, just say we're dropping by, because they really went out of their way to go from wherever they're coming from. Some people, yesterday, case in point, yesterday, a very lovely couple, Thelma and Steve, from there's an island off the west coast of the UK in Wales. They flew over here, and one of the places that they wanted to visit was they said, I'm watching all your videos and stuff like that. We're going to build in the Philippines, and that's normally the entire scenario. It goes like that. Everybody, we've watched every one of your videos. We want to build it. You inspired us to build inside the Philippines. But yada yada. As a matter of fact, they got their SRRV permanent resident visa. They picked it up, and all the information from my channel that has I have 2 episodes on the SRRV. They used all of that. They contacted the agent up there at the Philippine Retirement Authority. She walked them through that, and they said it was so helpful. Now we're permanent resident because we were able to do this all. So anyway, I get that every single. And yesterday it was again Thelma and Steve from the United Kingdom. They were by, but we get that, and that takes up a lot of time. But I enjoy it. They always say, I hope it wasn't in position, because they don't stay 15 minutes. The average time that people stay is probably 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours. 4 to 5 hours. But you know, they come. They're very, very kind. A lot of times they come bearing gifts. They'll bring some, like, wherever their family is from, the Filipino family's from, and if there's like a native type of pastry or tart or fruit or vegetables, they bring that here. Many times. Art, where's my favorite pastry shop?
Oh, Clyde's.
Yep. They'll go inside Clyde's and SM Leap at the big shopping mall inside there. They go up to the lady at the front and they say, do you know James? They're like, oh yeah, let me show you what his favorite pastry is. And they send them over to the chocolate Bavarian cream inside there.
Oh,
and
boy,
they
that looks so yummy, James. I want some. When I come to the Philippines, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to.
I will treat you out to Clyde's when you come to the Philippines.
All right, that's awesome.
I will treat you that, and hopefully we have dragon fruit when you come. When you come inside there, we have from the one dragon fruit plant that's still going up. But it's really humbling. It's so humbling, and for these people to do this, to take their time out and come and visit right here, and I get to match up. I know a lot of times I see the names. And they've been emailing me for such a long, like the people that came yesterday, he's been emailing me for 10 months about the plan.
So James, I got a question. I sent you a link to a video about a new bridge that's about to be built or is being built that connects Bataan to Cavite.
Bataan.
Bataan, and it goes like right by Corregidor on the way out. And my ex-fiance Yolanda is thinking about getting some property there because she thinks it might be a really good
investment,
real estate thing.
Well, Art,
so what are your thoughts about that?
Art, I will tell you right now. If you have the ability to buy property in the Philippines, I'm not going to say you missed your moment, but I'm going to say the opportunity for increasing your investment exponentially. Take the opportunity as quick as you can. This place is booming. It is booming, and especially in built-up places like Cavite, anything that's close to Manila. It's far enough away that you have a little bit of the country feeling, but close enough to Metro Manila that you can do all your business and your shopping and your dining and all the because we talked last night. We had sort of a tagay here. Romeo, the builder across the street, the Canadian owners of the house across the street, and my wife and I, we almost every Saturday we kind of get together after their build and we order S&R pizza and stuff like that back here, and we just have drinks and beer. But we were talking about what's available now as opposed to what was available in 2017 when I was building, what was available back in 2001, the very first time I came to the Philippines. And there was nothing in 2001. There was nothing. There was no new technology. But between then and when we built in 2017, it's true. And you can ask anybody now. And when people used to call the Philippines a third world nation or anything like that, man, they sat on the back shelf for such a long time, and they've taken advantage of all the countries that have created all this new technology, and it's out there. Now they have it. Everything, almost everything you want, you can get over here.
Yeah.
If you want to build to Western standards, you can build to Western standards. But getting back to your original question, that has to do with whether it's a good investment, I say absolutely. I'm watching pricing on properties go here, especially in gated communities, because it has the protection, it has the internal security, it has a thing, because you always got to worry. That's one of the biggest things people are concerned about. But I got to tell you, all the things that I saw in 2001 when I came over here about, all these people trying to pickpocket you, and there was a lot of bad stuff going on back in the day, way back in the day.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, these days right now, I feel safer in my neighborhood right here in this subdivision than I do in our property back inside the United States. And it's a golf course community in the United States, but it's not gated. It's not a gated community. And I've seen some weird stuff go on in the neighborhood back there. So I'd say for investments, absolutely. And especially anything. We were talking. Let me give you a prime example. Bacolod. It's a very desirable place. It's near the beach in Visayas. It's when you see all the tourist pictures that have to do with the Philippines, Bacolod is one of the most desired places to build. Our property right now, today, in our subdivision, in this subdivision right here, we are under almost every similar compared to what the amenities that we have inside Lipa. We're at 6,000 pesos per square meter. That's what it costs right here. 6,000 pesos per square meter. So you could probably, if you bought a standard size lot, I can't do the calculation quick in my mind. Standard lot here, these are farm lots, 750 square meters. You probably spend about 4.5 million pesos for a lot size. Convert that 4.5 million divided by 50 will give you the dollar equivalent.
About 85,000.
75, 80,000, something like that is what you would pay for a lot inside here. In comparison to all the similar, just here in Lipa, it's undervalued. The properties in Lipa are very undervalued because we have the best climate pretty much in most of the Philippines right here. To other subdivisions here, 8 to about 15,000 pesos per square meter for those. Now, what I was just Bacolod down in Visayas. It's a tourism area. It's near beaches and everything. Of course, it's going to be higher. For gated communities down there, 30,000 pesos per square meter. 30,000 pesos. So you're talking about like 300,000 US dollars for a comparable lot to what you in this subdivision right here. So
wow.
Yeah. So I don't. There are people that can afford it. There's people because they retire. They come to the Philippines.
Right.
For the fact is 365 days of this, of this, of this. It's the beauty of it all.
Mm-hmm.
So your girlfriend, I'd sell her. I talked to James. Yeah, get that lot. I don't know what the price. I don't know what the prices are because even Tagaytay. That's probably one of the most desirable places in Batangas here. It's on the mountainside. Unfortunately, it's like 11 kilometers away from the volcano. It's in the danger zone, but it's very high up. Yeah, but the thing is, it's very desirable, and the subdivisions over there are extremely desirable. And I think a lot of the lots over there, they're not like 10,000 pesos per square meter here. They're probably maybe 30,000 above uh, 30,000 pesos per square meter. No, not 30,000. I think maybe 20, 25, something like that. Yeah.
Well,
Very,
you
very
you
expensive.
know Mikey Busto,
Oh,
James.
yep.
He's
Oh, yeah.
he's got a house that's being
Me and
built in
Mikey are like
Amadeo.
this.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
house
No,
being
we're not.
built near Amadeo, and their house is almost finished, and it is a big flipping house. They're building an aviary in the house.
Yeah.
That's how big it
Yeah.
is.
Well, you
With the
know,
recording
he is
studio and
he's a YouTube millionaire. He's a
yep,
YouTube millionaire.
yes he
You know,
is.
Jim, he's
I,
from, he immigrated to Canada. Did you know that?
yeah. His family
And
lives
then
in Canada near Toronto.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he lived in Canada for quite a while, and he made
Yep.
okay. Comparison. Jim Beauchart, Mike Busto. You guys have the same on-air characteristics for comedy. But he does it on the Filipino side. He does a lot of he does parodies. He does parodies to songs, and he got picked up. You know, SM in the Philippines is the biggest mall from I think they're owned by Ayala. Maybe they're owned by Ayala or something.
I think they are owned by Ayala.
He got sponsored by SM. So when you walk
Wow.
into any grocery store, SM supermarket, SM appliance stores, you know, and they have the whole wall of the TVs inside there, or on every aisle you go down where you have the little checkered thing where you can check the price of your product. His videos from YouTube are being shown on all of those inside.
Oh wow.
So talk about visibility.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God, he hit it rich.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, the volcano did erupt. Andrew, didn't you see my video in what is it? February of 2020. The volcano erupted. Oh my God! Look at my roof. Look at the ash on my roof here.
Yeah, I know. Whenever you do a drone fly of your house, I still see that
It's all
ash
over.
on your roof.
Oh, and it's not the ash. It's not the ash from the guy burning the sugar cane next door. It's from a week of fallout from the volcano, or more than a week, for a month of the fallout that was coming from that.
Hey, Rigor Mortis. Good to see you.
Yeah, Andrew, you got to watch my video. Watch the video. Go type in Google under search, type My BI Dream and volcano, and check out the video from 30 days after the volcano erupted. I was the only one that flew a drone into the center of the volcano from all over Philippines. I got better drone videos than the National Guard that flew a helicopter around the edge of the volcano because they couldn't go because the heat was so intense coming. I don't know, and that might have contributed to why my God rest his soul, my Phantom 4 Pro is in the condition that it is right now. But I got the money shot. With it. So if I sacrificed it for the money shot, and I got it.
Not like that guy in Iceland where he flew. What was that? Was that an FPV drone?
Andrew, I'm not a little crazy. I'm a lot crazy.
That's awesome.
Chuck, remember that guy that flew that drone into that volcano out in Iceland?
Pro, and he had a DJI FPV drone, I think. In the
he had one actually go into the lava.
I remember watching that was the same guy with the FPV, right? Where he flew in lava rocks.
Where you saw he
made it through.
The lens started to bubble up and man.
Oh, I should
He
I
did
should do
get
that.
back.
You know,
oh, man.
I have the ash. I have a bag because what I've been doing, a bag of the ash, because I had like a half an inch of ash on my lanai, and I swept it up and I put it in multiple bags, and I've been adding it to my compost because that's really rich. That's really good for the soil here for growing stuff.
You know, James, if you heat that up, that'll turn into a green glass.
Really?
Ooh.
Yep. Because remember when Mount St. Helens went up? A lot of people were collecting that ash, and they called it Mount St. Helens glass. They would heat it up, and it was like a green glass. And depending on what kind of elements that are in the ash, it may be a different color where you are.
Can you smoke it too?
Leave it to frickin' Beauchart. Can you smoke it too?
Oh, it's nasty. It's really and the reason it's when I say nasty, because it's so fine. It's almost like talcum powder.
Yeah, it's
so
like a
fine.
silicate.
Yeah. It's incredible what that stuff is, and it made a mess. It made a mess here, and
Yep.
obviously you can see from the roof of my house, it made a mess. But I'm not going up there. I'm not getting on that steep 35-degree pitch myself and try it.
Yeah.
I'm too old for crap like that.
Well, guys, we've done
Thank you,
2.5.
Thank you, Andrew, for following me.
Oh,
Keith
thanks, Andrew.
from A Jeep, a Drone, and an Old Man, welcome to the show. He's the guy that keeps us updated on what's going on with the battleship Texas down in the Galveston area. And it is, I think in a month or two, I think in May, it is going into dry dock for repairs, and it's going to another location where it'll get a new permanent home there.
So it's gonna be for
So-
like tourism where they set it up
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Because originally it was at San Jacinto Park in, well, it's not Houston, but it's near Galveston. And because the park is really in an industrial area where you got a lot of oil storage and refineries around there, it's not really conducive to tourism. But it just happened to be where Santa Ana was captured. That's why it's called San Jacinto Park, where there's a big monument it looks like the Washington Monument, but it's got the Texas star at the top. And nearby there's a lagoon where the battleship Texas was stored for many years, except for the time I went there, and it was being repaired somewhere else. So.
ain't that the
Oh,
life?
so
But yeah,
it's going to be June. Okay.
yeah, we have in Charleston. We have the that they have for tourism. We have the USS Yorktown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
aircraft carrier
carrier.
there, and yeah, I've been on that before. That's an interesting tour. And you go all over the ship on that. Very, very nice.
She's the last of the World War One era dreadnought battleship. Now there are World War II era battleships that are in Mobile Bay. There's Wilmington, North Carolina. There's one in New Jersey, right across from Philadelphia, and and then there's one in Honolulu. That's where the Missouri is located. And it looks like my friend Jordan from the Flight Club is trying to get in. There he is. Let's welcome to the show all the way from the northern part of Denver. I think it's Thornton, Colorado. Let's welcome to the show. As soon as his image stabilizes, let's welcome Jordan Dopp. Welcome, Jordan. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
What's up, Jordan?
Hey, Jordan.
You coming out? You coming in for cleanup? Because they're like,
Yeah, because I thought we had
we're like-
the 2-minute warning going.
I thought so.
Hey, Art. I'm not sure if this is coming through. It's kind of putting a strain.
Yeah, we hear you fine.
You're good.
you're good.
I'll stop back in later when I got better internet.
Well, we're going to be closing
Oh,
down
wow.
pretty
Hey, guys.
soon here. We've already been on for 2.5 hours, and so. But
Not hearing you
hey,
guys by
thanks for popping in.
Not hearing us
Before
fine?
you, too late.
He's
You gotta
working out
give me your
details.
office.
He's
You got to give him your office hours.
he's got to go into StreamYards and sort out a couple of things up at
Right.
and then he'll be
Well,
fine.
because I'm going to be joining into an organization where they outsource videos. So if you're not very good at video editing, this company that we're working with, they will do your thumbnails, they will edit your videos, they'll do your intros, outros, all that stuff. So all you have to do, and you have the final say if you like the video or not, or if you want some changes done, then they'll do it. So hopefully Monday or Tuesday I'll get to see some of the thumbnails they're working on for me. So
Okay. Why don't you bring that into your show the next
all right, I'll get a hold of Jordan and
that's
we'll
interesting.
talk about
I would,
Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting. I would like to see that. Now these guys here, they got Chuck is the master of cinematography. He needs no help. He just needs viewers, but all of his stuff is there. And Jim, I mean, his content is freaking awesome, and his comedy is freaking awesome.
That's right. Hawk just went to scrapyard.
Gotta give myself like a B-. I've got room for growth, but I'm happy with where I am.
We all do. I gotta tell you something. I gotta admit something. I gotta share something with you. It's
okay.
Normally we were here last night. No, this won't be long. We were sitting here last night doing our Saturday night Tagay, and the couple that were here, they said, "Can you put the video, the last video you did of our house, on the big screen back here behind us? Because all we watch it." They said it was incredible watching it on your laptop, but I can't imagine what it would look like in 4K on the big screen. So I was like, okay, and I've done that before, editing my own videos. When I go back sometimes and look and see, it's just me in the room or me and Ness. And I gotta tell you, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing watching yourself talk on a screen in front of a group around a table when you're looking at it. Because I'm like, I want to fast forward through where I talk at the very beginning, go to the rooftop with the drone video. You're like, no, this is interesting. I want to watch what you're saying about all this kind of stuff. But I don't know. Have you ever done that with anybody? Have you had people in your house and you put up on the screen any of your YouTube videos where
my parents? My parents were over, my sister-in-law, and niece and stuff, and they were
maybe your parent. Yeah, I
think
that's different.
We've had friends over. We've had friends over, and we've had friends over, and they watch our stuff, and they think it's great. And
you don't get a weird feeling in your stomach. I'm used
to hearing my silly. You sound corny to yourself.
Yeah,
but I'm just used to it. It's like I'm just used to it now. Yeah. I don't care. It's like I've gotten past all that shit somehow. It's like, I just don't care. It's like we're having so much fun doing it. Don't care. It's great.
I got more nervous sitting behind a few of my friends right here than when Ness and I used to tour on stage, and we would have literally hundreds of people. When we're a full band, and we were touring in front of hundreds of people on a stage somewhere. I never had stage fright doing that. I had fun. It was so much fun. I was so nervous last night because it was out of my comfort zone. And I'm like, I don't want to see myself.
Builds character.
Yeah. And I told him that at the end. They're like, no, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming. And we'll catch you next week. Have a great weekend. Keep them flying. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Peace out.
See you.